everyone should probably be wary of.
But when they start saying USS Liberty is a conspiracy and things like that, you got to wonder, are you compromised or something?
Folks have talked about they're going to get their loot on tonight.
Didn't you know, chat? Wrist always wins. Welcome, everyone, to the Kino Kornah, the gayest show on the internet. And good morning to Tree Master Bob and one of our favourite Anglos, Anglo, and one of our favourite Anzac members, GAI, and some other faggots. How are we, boys? How are we? That track or that clip, I did not realise, and Grossly has let me know. Made by our boy Peter, the working class man. So that was fucking great. So I'm quite upset that I didn't even know that Petard makes fucking esoteric bangers like that. So everybody, head over, subscribe to Petard. I'll be catching up on all this bits. And of course, subscribe. Oh, how am I not subscribing to this channel? To King's Kino Archive. Boys, I'm excited for tonight. I'm not going to lie. I was telling the boys in chat today, I was excited for tonight. It's one thing to get a recommendation from you guys. And without that, I wouldn't find out guys like Hormax or Marshall Matters IV. I've been blessed with what I've been provided, the bountiful wealth. But there's a certain, I don't want to say pride because that's cringe, but there's a certain satisfaction when I can find an interesting subject for us to investigate online. And it was tangential to the lead given to us for Hormaxes. So I do, again, thank Mosh for helping out with that one. Now, some of you will well know this family because we covered it on a Saturday chill stream not too long ago. But the more I followed this family, the more that I got an uncanny feeling that I've seen this family before. And as you guys would have told by the title of this stream today, I think you know who I'm talking about. The one and only, the insatiable, the man who's going live in 14 hours with his wife, and we'll probably talk about that. The genius anus and his son. And hopefully you can get more than 5 viewers this time. Now, chat, I'm going to ask you something, and I'm going to let you catch up. But I need to set this baseline because, after all, we're all Vickers ALOGs. I've done some big ALOGing. You guys have been there of Vickers, and I think we're all, as Ralph Amals, joined in our hatred for the Vickers. But ask yourself, what was it about Mr. Vickers that drew our hate? And I'll wait chat for chat to catch up. Like what specifically? It could be one thing, it could be a list of things. But like, what was the worst behavior that you saw out of Mr. Vickers and Mrs. Vickers that made you think, you know what? I may log in you, sir. I may log in you, sir. I'm going to go out there and make a little stream, or maybe laughed in a stream about you, sir. I'm going to give you an honest review, sir. No, it's so ugly. It's not even coming on screen. What's going on? What drives us to such behavior, chat? Now, objectively, why do we hate people? Faith is pretty disgusting. No, horrible. Horrible. And look, I'm going to just call the call out there because, again, Anzac Brothers runs strong, but you boys have read my mind. I think you can see where I'm going with this. Attention seeking off his family drama and grifting his grandchild for a Funko dog and using his family as bait. And then Alive and Well and Israel threw in a bit of pay picking for good measure. Boys, what if I told you the reason why I was drawn to this new family is because I actually think, believe it or not, this family's worse. This father is worse. This father makes Matt Vickers look like Matt Jarbo. Marvelous Matt, majestic Matt. Because after all, ask yourself out there, if your daughter ran away in the middle of the night with some random guy on the internet, would you ALOG him? I would. I did. I used to hang off his nuts. But I ALOG'd the man for doing that, and we all did. But what if Mr. Vickers encouraged Faith to move across the country in the middle of the night to shack up with the Ralph male, which, as we all know now, was probably the best thing that ever happened to her. Let's be real. What if he just downright encouraged it? What if he bought her the plane tickets to do so? Boys, I'm setting this up massively, but I think we can get straight into the content because I want to introduce to you Ben Thorp, aka Abel. But whilst we're still on the subject of the Ralph male, there's a little bit of crossover with this family and other people online that sometimes we and the Ralph male brush up against. And one of those people is a man by the name of Big Papa Faggot. And for those who know Big Papa Faggot, they will know that this guy is the right wing's version of Destiny. He's some milquetoast gimp trying to put himself out there as a bit of an edgy boy by the name Big Papa Fascist. But this man couldn't be as far away from fascist as truth. He's just a standard boilerplate boomer Republican type, really. I haven't seen anything fashy from him whatsoever. But like all good people in this world, if you're trying to grow your fame, your notoriety, your YouTube channel, you do what's known as ankle biting. That is, you stir up drama with people who have bigger channels than you because that draws attention to your smaller channel. And Big Papa Faggot has been known to ankle bite himself and has been doing so with the Ralph Amel for months now. And I really wish Ben Thorp, aka Abel, aka Vickers 2.0, saw this video, because this is how you deal with Big Papa Faggot, because he will come at you with that destiny energy. He will call out your fallacies and ask for examples and put you on the spot and try and dog you around, big dog you in the debate. But when you're a Ralph Amel and life's good, the best way is to take a page out of my book and schmuckle in their face.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it. If you want to just, when's Comfy coming back though? I do want to know. Are you going to save me a spot for on Comfy or?
No, you're not ever going to stream from Comfy. Stream ever.
And for those who don't know what Comfy is, it's the legit white label ripoff of Cozy that this man tried to create as a fuck you to the groupers. And still to this day, he's barely been able to get it off of the ground. But mind you, he signed the biggest show on the internet, the Kino Casino. Amazing.
Why not?
Because I don't like you, Ralph.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn,
That's
that's
really
fucked
fucked
up.
It is, but I don't think you're a good person.
I thought we could really come to some type of like accord here.
Well, I mean, we can still have an accord, but I'm not going to bullshit you and say that I like you. I don't like you. And
Well,
I don't
let's make it a real accord.
That's best.
Doctor DMs. I don't like any of that. I don't like you guys. I think you're scumbags. But that doesn't mean I have to incessantly talk about you or stream snipe you or bother your little fucking corner. Look, go to Politically Provoked. The last 3 shows they've done have all been about the Crucible and Crucible.
See, look how tilted he is right now. So again, this guy comes across as the type of guy who comes home to his big jawed wife and kind of doesn't really like her, but has to put up with her anyway because he's a trad con, right? So he comes on the internet all night and just seethes. He just fucking seethes. I've never seen a man seethe and get frothy harder than this guy. I think he's actually the biggest seether on the internet, unironically so. And the Ralph Amel is just schmuckling at him.
Crucible's content. I don't have any of that shit. I let the shit go. Done, let it go, Ralph.
What made you come to this? I mean, I didn't think you felt that way, really.
You guys
has to light up another cigarette because he's so tilted. He's so fucking blasted. He needs the nicotine rush to come down.
You're self-destructive. Same thing I told you about Politically Provoked. Self-destructive people destroy themselves. I don't have to help it along or give you an enemy. I don't need to give you an enemy to lie behind to try to come after. You guys will destroy your own shit. It doesn't require my help.
There you go. The owner of comfy.com or whatever it's called, comfy.TV, is talking about destroying your own shit. Should have stuck to your gay little YouTube channel there, buddy. But speaking of gay little YouTube channels, and not just mine, we need to really start with Ben himself, because I want to lay the groundwork. This guy literally is a boomer Catholic. I actually think he just looks like a fat Mike Enoch, like a soy fat Mike Enoch. And Mike Enoch's pretty fucking fat. Don't get me wrong. But he wanted to grow. He came on the scene and he was trying to like break into all these little communities, conspiracy communities, and all the black pill communities, to the point where people started questioning, and we'll get him into that. But this was his big hit. This was his big moment. He'd been ankle biting and hounding Big Papa Faggot for a while, and he finally decided to provide him with the opportunity to debate. Now, I showed you the schmug defense. I showed you the ability to be a Ralph Amel and just laugh in his face. No, he's on Wednesday. Big difference. But then there's the opportunity to come on with your little barista, get up here. You trad con with your fucking look like you come straight out of Starbucks in fucking Orange County. And whilst the Ralph Mail was cool, calm, and collected, he wasn't weak. It was a strategy from the Ralph Mail.
Eastern time. Love to have anyone come over. I also
But unfortunately,
have
Ben,
provisionally a commitment from E. Michael Jones to
tried
debate
to
me
do
on
it
the
himself.
topic of is the Gospel of John
went
anti-Jewish and all orthodoxy.
Andrew, this is your home,
Very-
but still, I think you should give some words of wisdom. Shout out to everybody.
poorly for him. So actually, we could go back. Let's listen to his introduction. I've given too much of an introduction here. Let the man let him speak.
Back with both our debaters. Hey, why don't we just take a second and Ben Thorp, introduce yourself. Let them know where I can find you.
Thanks, Pedro. My name is Ben Thorp. I have a little YouTube channel called Ben Thorp, the
Like
same
a
as my
soy
title,
fat
aka Abel.
Marquino.
Where I've collected a few memes from I just started a kind of
Disgusting.
experience on the internet of
Disgusting.
interacting with a community called the Jim Bob community. I'm starting to live stream a series about that.
Maybe save it
interaction.
for
It's
my
called
Sunday
The
stream.
Thorpocalypse
We'll do
and
a
analysis.
shit
And the
post
first part of
Sunday.
that series starts tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Love to have anyone come over. I also have provisionally a commitment from E. Michael Jones to debate me on the topic.
Oh, he's got a provisional
is the
commitment,
Gospel
guys.
of John anti-Jewish, and also from Posh Redneck to debate Roman Catholicism versus Eastern Orthodoxy. Can the split be healed?
Gotcha. Thank you for that. Andrew, this is your home, but still, I think you should give some words of wisdom. Shout out to everybody.
I can see that too.
You're muted. You're definitely muted.
Sorry about that. Just got home from work, right? So
Seething.
just readjusting here in the studio. One of my lights went out. I didn't have a chance to change the bulb. Anyway, my name is Andrew Wilson. I'm the owner of The Crucible. Hoping that I'll enjoy this debate. I don't have a lot of hope that I will. Mr. Thorpe has been pestering me
Yes,
about
Caesar.
it for several days nonstop, but we'll see when you know it meets the mesh how he does. Go ahead.
Gotcha. All right, sir. So since you were the challenger, Ben, you get the first opening statement. You're going to get 7 minutes. So whenever you're ready, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so I thought I'd lead off today. Our topic that I think we agreed on is, in today's political climate, people should, one, pursue conspiracy theories less, and two, respect proper authority more. And I'm taking the affirmative on that. So,
And he's Catholic. Spare mind, he's Catholic.
I thought we'd start by talking about today's news. The Queen of England died this morning, and of course, here you have the perfect locus of conspiracy theories and authority. And I'm
Ralph Mail's everywhere
today. It's my little tribute to the Queen of
Because
England.
E. Michael
not
Jones
a
will
subject.
fucking debate a live.
But I
race if
also-
it gets to mention the Jews.
I also
for 2
had the
hours.
interesting experience of going on the live stream that is, brought about the Thorpocalypse. And I saw there that the intro was,
We'll get into the Thorpocalypse, and it's the most cringe thing you could ever imagine. And I want to put it to the test subsequently.
something like, hey, the Queen, I heard, oh, the Queen died. Isn't she a child eater? I guess we should say,
Yeah, she is.
may God rest her soul in peace.
No.
And then, actually, she's probably been dead for years. Don't you guys know that?
Yes, she
So
has.
that kind of little snippet, I think, is a good introduction to what I think the
And
problem
just look at the
here
bulbous
is.
shape when he sits back. Like I was fat at the moment, but look at this.
Actually, she's
I
probably
couldn't tell if
been
that
dead
was
for years. Don't
titties
you guys know that?
or gun.
So that kind of little snippet, I think, is a good introduction
There's like a I don't know.
to
It's
what I
not
think the
good.
problem here is. And the problem, I think, is what we have here is a problem of authority, right? Who do we trust? And, what do we kind of question? And I think this is an historical problem which we've been dealing with in the West since the split between Eastern Orthodoxy and Roman Catholicism back around 1054.
It's the Orthodox faults, boys, that the Catholic Church rapes boys, But trust and don't use conspiracy theories. Now, I want to fast forward because there's actually probably about 30 minutes of content that I'd easily go over, but I don't want to because we'll be here all night if that's the case.
Tried to maintain dignity.
This
when
guy
the
waffles
world
on
was
for like
sort of
5
falling
minutes
apart and
about
her
like,
personal family was
conspiracy
sort of falling
theories
apart
bad,
and continues to.
and you got to trust people.
That's my
And,
statement.
and he'll show exactly who he thinks you should trust.
Thank you for that, sir. Andrew, whenever you're ready, I'll reset the clock on my side.
No need. I'll yield my time.
Perfect.
So straight away, Big Papa Faggot is going to big dog him by saying, you know what? We've got Westminster on Oxford going right now, and I don't even need my intro. He's just going to go straight into the back and forth. And look at the energy already. We've got Fat Enoch sitting back, thinking about which pumpkin spice latte he needs to make next. And we've got the seediest man on the internet who's been hounded by this fucking little homo. And watch him get ready to tee off on him.
All right. Who wants to shoot
Yeah, I'll
the
go
first
first. I'll go
question
first.
off?
It's
if you don't. I'll go
conspiracy!
first if you don't mind.
Trust the queen!
Ben, why should I trust you? Can you give me one good, solid reason why I should?
Yeah, this is the problem that came up on the live stream community. My name is Ben Thorp. I can tell you about where I live.
Is it?
But
Why would you?
should trust me because I'm another human being until I.
Chat, do you know I saw an article today? We've just gone over recently 8 billion human beings on the planet Earth. Do you trust every single of those 8 billion people, 8 billion human beings? Do you trust them not to lie to you, not to do nefarious things and try and harm you and be malicious to you? But trust the Catholics, bro. They're all above board.
Something that doesn't.
Do you tell your children that they should trust strangers, Ben? Especially adult males, like if they're walking alone in the park, your young children, do you tell them that they should trust adult male men because they're fellow human beings, Ben?
I would say you have to be careful, but when they go to school.
Well, why would they have to be careful? Those are fellow human beings, Ben. Yeah, you just said that the criteria and qualification for why I should trust you is because you're a fellow human being.
But you're not a child, Andrew, are you?
Well, wait a second, though. Now the qualification is adults.
Now wait a minute.
Adults. Is that the qualification?
I think that's generally true.
I believe.
Okay, so not children. So children shouldn't just trust everybody, right?
Yeah. What is your favorite
children
dinosaur?
should trust their parents.
Come on, speak the truth there.
So what about low IQ adults? Should they trust anybody, or should they be very cautious about who they trust?
I don't know. Should you trust people, Bronx?
Low IQ should be taken care of by their parents or an authority.
Well, I mean, what if it's not so low that you can't function, but it's so low that it's very easy for you to be taken advantage of? Should those people have trust issues? Should they be very cautious? For instance, let's say you have a low IQ woman who's like 19 or 20. She just struck out on her own. Yeah. Well, she could be taken advantage of by adult males pretty easy, couldn't she, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, actually, if you want to talk about young females,
no, Ben, I don't want an anecdote. Don't give a shit about your anecdotes. I want to know, should a 20-year-old woman who's maybe not that bright and just struck out.
See, this is the moment Ben started regretting ankle biting this guy for a debate. Look at the sad energy. Look at the soy just seeping out of this man's pores right now. You picked the wrong fight, hombre. This is Andy Warski versus Salt Pappy right now.
Because they're fellow human beings.
But
I think that she should trust her
Ben,
father until she gets married.
Can't lose by knockout.
She shouldn't just trust strangers that she doesn't know. That's not a good idea.
Hours.
As an adult, I think she can trust people at the grocery store.
I figured it was something sensible.
Her groceries.
You don't think that a lot of men who are hyper predator would take advantage of like a beautiful 20-year-old who didn't have like a lot of experience in the world and maybe was low IQ?
I think that adults, male and female, have to negotiate the world and hopefully
I'm a nigger
do so by their formation. But I recognize that we live in a low trust society, and there are reasons.
No, well, but there's reasons.
Yeah, do you know why we live in a fucking low trust society? Because of Catholics.
That you have a low trust society, right?
I agree with you.
So the question becomes is, why should I trust you? You say I should trust you because you're a fellow human being. But when we look at qualifiers that aren't me and aren't you, suddenly nobody should fucking trust anybody.
Why shouldn't you trust me? I'm on a live stream. What
do you
is
mean
the
shouldn't?
threat?
Why should?
Come on, boys. I'm on a live stream. Do you trust me? After I docked Scouty's dinner the other day?
Should I?
Why shouldn't you is the question I'm asking.
Well, no, you can't ask me to define for you why I ought do something. That's your ought statement. Why ought I trust you, Ben?
Yeah, and I'm saying, why ought you not trust me?
That's not literally. That's a fallacy. You're asking me to define.
So yeah, that's why I called him this guy right wing's destiny, because he tries to do like what ought to do. I'm talking about prescriptive instead of descriptive. That's a philosophy. Shut up, fucking faggot. Just as some other people say, speak to me like a man. So he gets beaten around. I want to fast forward. Initially, I was like, maybe I'll play this, but I'm like, nah, I can't listen to this. But look at this. I don't know if you guys can see this right now. So he pulls out his faggy little whiteboard and he's like, yeah, this is my argument right here, right? This is how we got to trust in society. This is how we got to do it. So what he wants you guys to do is recognize that trust starts at God. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you with that, bro. I believe in God's omnipotency. I would not speak for God. I do not dare speak for God. I think that's blasphemy. So yes, I trust God because I don't have the ability or the comprehension or the knowledge to distrust God. So I trust God. And then he says there's two ways that you can look at it as well. And everything is inverted. So you can come down the path of spirituality and your trust structure should be God, then the Pope, then your bishop, then your local priest. Again, this guy's a Catholic. Do I really need to finish off the bit? I don't need to. I can just keep saying he's Catholic. That's all I need to say. And then you trust your father last, which is interesting. In some ways, in his case, he's fucking on the money that you should trust your father last. But of course, you can come down the temporal path of trust because God reigns over your king or your president. Do you guys trust Joe Biden? Do you guys trust fucking Anthony Albanese? Jacinda Ardern? Whatever the fucking Tory of the week is? The fucking Skyrim ass, Oblivion ass Packy? Yeah, trust them. And then trust your governor. And then trust your mayor above your father. Like, this is the bullshit Catholicism arc that this guy's trying to introduce. That Catholics should reign over you with the same authority and power of your government and surpass your father. This guy is the king of N-wordosauruses.
And the hoax is where we've lost touch with reality. I believe
you've
that's
lost
true.
touch
You've
with
got
reality.
A camera there, and then of course, if they did exhume the body, they would say, "Oh, that's a really, that's a really fancy government op, right? Let's do a DNA test." But then they would have to take that to a lab and then go, "Oh, see, yeah, the lab is." You understand what I'm saying? There's a problem with a lack of trust, and I'm saying I understand that we're all in this position, but there's no simple solution of just saying, "Well, I'm going to do my own research. I'm going to go on a very, very narrow website of people who agree with these things and start asking really, questions that may lead to like a massive kind of mind confusion that leads to the type of
I'm getting mind confusion
that comment
with what the
that
fuck
I
is coming out of your soy mouth.
They're out to get me. They've got drones. I don't know.
Cuck Enoch,
right? That's a possibility, right?
Dyke Enoch.
That the whole explanation was so incoherent I could barely keep up with it. I'm serious. I really.
He literally just does the Billy Madison. What you have said is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard. And everybody in chat now is dumber for listening to you. And all you can do is soy mouth. All you can do is soy mouth. Yes, no, she's delicious. What are you talking about? She's your AOC. You should be thankful. Now, why does this guy keep going on about trust this and trust that and trust who and trust me and whatever? I guess the weird thing is how this guy actually and why he started the channel, aka the Thorp apocalypse. I've never heard of this guy.
You are
The guy's called Jim Bob. But this is the first stream that he does. And look how just schlubby he's looking already. This is his very first stream. We're going to go over to live chat, actually. And he's going to explain the Thorpocalypse, but it fucking takes forever. This guy is a babbling fucking gimp.
Live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show today. I guess we would call this the Thorp show at this point. And
no, you won't call
yesterday
it the
we
Thorp
wrapped
show.
up
I remember
a
what
great series. Got my first viewer. Welcome aboard. Yesterday we wrapped up our series of analyzing the debate from the other day. I guess it was 4 or 5 days ago between myself and Andrew Wilson, who runs the Crucible debate channel.
Okay, big public.
The Crucible debate channel had another debate last night, and I'm beginning to see the contours of this community that I'm interacting with. And again, I use the word community loosely because it's just a group of people on the internet, mostly dudes. But this group of people on the internet, for the most part, although they have people who have differing point of views, unless I guess you're in like me, and then well, we'll get into that. But I call them ortho bros. So I think it's an attempt
an important message
to
in chat.
forge within Eastern Orthodoxy a kind of masculine, let's say, right on the spectrum, favoring, it's kind of workout, hair gel, and then they have this kind of like one trick of what's called presuppositionalist apologetics, which just means, and it's valid.
About cunt?
So a presuppositionalist will sort of approach a, let's say, debate or engagement with another person by saying, well, what is your fundamental presupposition, right? And so, for example, if an atheist, right, it usually works for atheists. If an atheist says there's no such thing as God, then you stop and you say, like, right there, hold on a second.
Stop. Atheist watch.
Okay, so you just made a sentence, right?
Just babbling.
Okay, so that sentence.
You guys see me fucked out of my mind on rosé and brownies, and still I can.
Okay, so there are ideas in that
together.
sentence, and the words represent things more than just biological blips.
No, he's just greasy. He just
And
doesn't
then the
watch.
atheist starts to see what's going on. Like
That's why he's
getting
trying to
tricked.
get a
But
YouTube
like, if,
channel
let's say
off the
the way it
ground.
works
He
is
can't
you
get a
say,
job
like,
anymore.
okay, yeah, and there's a logic underlying every sentence, and that logic includes things like the principle of non-contradiction.
Why is he burping like that?
Whatever the various fallacies, the various laws
Why
of
do
logic
like
are implied. And they would say, like, yeah, I guess that's
hungover
true.
as well.
And then the presuppositionalists will say, like, well, what are those? Are those things? Are those physical things? Assuming here that the atheist is denies the existence of non-physical things, right? And you're just pointing out there's a contradiction in
So
even
he's just
making a sentence from a naturalistic point of view. Naturalistic meaning here, I believe.
So the guy's boring. The guy's a retard. The guy's an alcoholic. He's a schlub. Fuck, he kind of sounds like me, actually. But apart from that, I don't think he has the ability to carry a stream or a podcast. So what do
believe
you
that
do
this is in the sense
when you don't have the ability to do
look at
that?
Grace's.
Of course. Why not get your 19, 20-year-old daughter on stream? And you guys might be familiar with this young lass. It is, of course, not faith. We're not blessed with faith today, chat. We're blessed with grace. The internet just has a beautiful way of synchronicity, chat.
Set up today.
This is like finding out
she looks so much
Flamenco's
better.
name was Joshua.
Not
you
that
hear
she
me?
looks more
Come on,
better,
bros.
but her background.
Who's
looks better,
writing
and
this
she did her
script?
hair a little nicer, and it's a nice background. I think this is going to really drive our viewership up. I'm trying to work the
He's
Hollywood
basically
angle, you know.
a less
But
charismatic
it didn't work
and funny
yesterday
version
because
of the dude.
I just think we have a limited audience at this point. But Grace, love to
Yes,
have you here.
you have
Are you listening
zero
to what
audience.
I'm saying?
Dude isn't.
Okay. So
I'll put it back to you.
No.
Oh,
stay
okay,
here.
okay. All right.
You're the eye candy.
Should we get him on that
so
snake
I'm just here
juice?
to make the points. I think
Okay.
that this look here with the plaid
Whoa,
shirt
buddy.
and the dude is a little busy.
It's
You know,
gonna be
But
silent.
whatever.
It's very
I have to
hipster.
find my clothes.
It's very hipster.
They got buried when I moved.
So
Okay,
you hear
so
that huskiness?
absolutely
She's actually
love
sick
to have
right
you
now.
here. We're saying at 4. It doesn't
She's
seem
got-
like
recovering
the,
from some sort of flu
let's say
or
the
chest
aesthetic appeal
infection.
of Grace is adding to our
But
numbers.
of course,
and
you know,
that
if
is
your
going to hurt her
daughter's sick,
feelings. So I
you
mean,
still
try
need to
to
strain,
please
like-
reach to a colleague and just
Why
tell them, go
wouldn't
on
you
YouTube, go
strain?
on this channel. There's a cute girl whose dad is trying to support her and help her in her self-esteem.
So
but,
she
you
just
know,
like
nobody's really
sniff
responding.
into the
That is not. I'm
mic the whole
supporting
time?
your self-esteem.
Grace, can we get back to it? So I think
And look, listen. She even admits it. And listen to the little gimp laugh, like he had to do when fucking Big Papa Faggot called him a babbly bastard.
support her and help her in her self-esteem, but you know, nobody's.
So his argument, the reason why he wants to start this channel. Let's listen to it again.
Please reach to a colleague and just tell them, go on YouTube, go on this channel. There's a cute girl whose dad is trying to support her and help her in her self-esteem, but you know, no.
He called her cute. Okay. Dads call daughters cute sometimes. Like, fair enough. That's fair enough. Be weird if you kept on harping on it, though, on multiple streams. But look, this is all about her self-esteem, right?
Nobody's really responding.
That is not. I'm supporting your self-esteem.
Oh.
Grace, can we get back to it? So I think you also have been watching a lot of this stuff with me and participating in the Thorpocalypse. You have a Thorpocalyptic.
Correct.
You have,
was-
you,
I was there.
This is the
you had a
Thorpocalypse.
Thorpocalyptic
Welcome.
effect on Jim Bob and at least
We're only just beginning, boy.
Rachel
beginning
Wilson.
boys.
I think Andrew Wilson found
We're
you to
only
be
just beginning.
a
His
sort of
family's fucking
oasis
sick in
of
the head.
a way that he could be kind when he was being really, really angry.
Yeah.
But Rachel did not seem to share the same psychological reaction to you.
I think I caused her a Thorpocalypse. Yeah.
She had a Grace Thor.
So this
They're
is a
different.
gay little Catholic family who's trying to like constantly like tag in people in their posts and be annoying little cunts in chat. And you guys know my theory on that. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. But they're worried that when the Wilsons, Mr. and Mrs. Fascist, said, you know what? Oh, fuck these little faggots. We've debated them. Get them out of here. And they keep like adding them in every chat after that. And they block them. Apparently, that's the Thorpocalypse.
Kinds of Thorpocalypses. But anyways, if I can get
And
back to
there's
my main
multiple
point before I lose my
Thorpocalypses.
audience,
Every
my
time
main
he gets
point
blocked, there's
is
a Thorpocalypse chat.
that yeah, this ortho bro thing, right? So with Andrew Green, who I kind of liked. I've seen him before when he's debating E. Michael Jones, and he seemed very uncomfortable and hostile because E. Michael Jones is just a tough nut to crack to understand what's going on.
She's even
He's just very
yawning.
abrasive. At some point, I hope I can. Jim Bob does some really good impressions. I can't do one of E. Michael Jones.
ALOG.
the Jews love us. I talked about this in my book, Bearing
That's
Metal.
pretty good. That's pretty good. You got to stare. You got to give a blank stare at the camera.
Yeah, he has to, you
Cowboy,
have to
we're
have your face
just
like this.
building this house brick by brick, my friend. We've only laid the
He's an
very
adorable guy. I mean,
base.
he's
We are
he looks like
nowhere
a
near
CGI cartoon of like
the event of New Vickers family. But it's good to have you, Cowboy.
So
Always good to see you, buddy. Especially on Rand streams.
this ortho bro thing. So the problem is, I was saying this guy Andrew Green, he was kind of a nice guy. I mean, I think I wish I was allowed to come on the chat. I went to the, what do you call that? The back room,
Backstage.
trying to develop a relationship with Mr. Enigmatic, and even offered him a cash bribe if he could just, make it happen. But he said he's not in charge of that. And then I just opted out because I could see it wasn't going to happen. And he told me as much. I would have brought I think a really interesting point to the debate, and they all know that, right?
Yeah.
That's what they're so afraid of, is having their own channel be much more interesting, because at a certain point, so this ortho bro angle is, okay, so we're going to do this logic thing, right? And the guy, Adam Green, was like, I thought this was about Christianity.
Adam Green
I
as
want
well.
to talk about
So
the Old Testament and the New
he's
Testament.
involved with
because
a
I think
few
he's had
names that were
psychologically, I think he was raised Church of Christ, which is a kind of super fundamentalist, very intense, very.
I want to see Cowboy versus
I think
Cowboy.
that David
That would be
Koresh was an
fucking great.
extension of Church of Christ. I'm not sure about that, but I think it is very, very.
Who's David
intense.
Koresh?
No. David Koresh was Seventh-day Adventist.
Oh.
Church of Christ. It's just when someone wants to do a hit piece, which I suppose.
Now, chat, you maybe ask yourself, why is Euros letting this play for so long?
You and I are doing one here, and we're doing a great job.
It's not really Kino yet.
We
is it,
obviously have
Cowboy?
funding.
Something's
It's
behind
not really
it. I
Kino
agree,
to
we're
hear
working
this
for a higher
soy
power.
Mike Enoch just
Right?
babble incoherently.
So
is it?
and this
We'll
higher
leave that
power
up
has
to our
Oh,
audience
he's
to
got his
figure out.
unlimited
daughter
budget.
who's just checked out of the
Literally.
ICU on a
all of
stream.
creation. But what was my point?
Church of Christ, if you want to do a hit piece.
Jessica,
Are you
what
you're
they
on
always
a
track.
fan?
He's so
No.
like
not hearing it?
hungover
No.
and disheveled.
Okay, because
He can't even remember shit.
Okay.
No, you're good.
So yeah, if we were doing
No,
a hit
that's-
piece,
that's
you
her
would do it.
sniffling
You'd go to
into
one
the
of
mic,
these
mate.
Church of Christ things, and it really looks like a psyops of little kids, like about Jesus and damnation, and fundamentalist literal interpretations of the Bible. And
Oh,
yeah,
Pete!
I think he had a bad experience, and then he was
Played your
the
video at
one
the
connection
start,
I made
Pete.
with him. I was on the chat, just being totally
Fucking,
obnoxious,
I didn't even
right?
realize you had a channel, bro. I'm gonna catch up
And at
soon.
some point, someone's like, what's your problem?
It's fucking
And really, my problem is
skits.
I'm not allowed on the Jim Bob channel, so I save up kind of like, whatever my thing is, and keep beaming it in there, And he was very nice, and everyone's been a little nicer to me, but certain people just avoid me altogether.
It's fucking
like that.
some of the
Like, they
best
can't even deal with my
editing and
which
just
of course means that
man.
they are dealing
like,
with 24/7.
10 out
I'm
of
living
10.
They're
rent
having
free
a
in their head.
apocalypse.
Fucking blowing smoke at your ass. It's fucking amazingly made.
They just can't. They're just catastrophizing. So, anyways,
The
what was my
definition
point again? I'm
of the
losing it.
word formerly known as
I got a
key.
great night's sleep last night. I should be much more on today. Oh, you got to make me a cup of coffee, Grace.
Yeah, Mom's bringing some coffee over.
She's
What a base trad dad, though. So not only are you going to exploit your family and say, oh, you got to make me some coffee, even though you're running my OBS Gator. No, it's all right. Mum's bringing the coffee in.
bringing some coffee over.
Yes, because the coffee machine here doesn't work.
Oh, come on.
And whose fault's
You were
that,
talking
bro?
about the Church of Christ.
Whose fault's that?
You were talking
I'm
about
supposed to be
Adam
the
Green.
provider
Yeah,
of the
so I
house?
think Adam, at one point I connected with him because I go, he's like, heaven sounds like it sucks. You're just sitting around a church all day, every day for all eternity. And I was like, well, that's actually really, I agree, Adam, if that's what it was. And it does get
You're
portrayed
onto
that
something,
way. It
Bob.
sucks. Like it's a Church of
I
Christ.
think you're on something.
Just, Protestant sort of clappy, happy thing, then I agree. And he was like, I stress my mother out because she wants me to be saved and I just can't deal with it, and I think that's true. I think a lot of people have an experience where religion comes from their mother. Their mother's annoying and they don't identify with their father. I don't know what
mother's
Adam's backstory is about his dad, but I never heard.
The mother is annoying. I have a few adjectives for my mother, but it's never annoying. Oh, actually, no, she's pretty annoying. But that's wait, are you referring to your wife as being that person? There, buddy.
Word one about his dad. And I think he's been. My guess is that
True.
he's been told by his mother that
It's a real
his dad
alpha
was a
Chad
bad man,
move, isn't it,
and so he
Brucey,
can't identify with
to
him.
get women
If he
to bring
did, I think
coffee?
he would be able to suddenly, you know,
I guess
kinda
he's
get
an
it.
alpha Chad,
But
isn't
my,
he?
but you know that things would sort of click, and that's my Jesse Lee Peterson take. I attribute it 100% to
what?
Jesse Lee Peterson. Seeing how these things work, I think it's been true, and people have recognized that there's a connection between your father, your relationship with your lowercase father, and your relationship with your uppercase father. It's a really problematic relationship in our time, and so therefore it makes religion very problematic in our time. I don't think this is. I don't know if there's a single person in the United States of America who has a solid relationship, a young man who has a solid relationship with his father. I actually did know one person, Joseph Gollin, who
no chatters
when
yet.
I was a teacher
By the
at
way,
Bishop Hendricken,
guys,
and was a complete idiot, like
12
straight F's, but
12
sweetheart of a kid, just
minutes
like a
in.
nice, friendly, just one of the friendliest kids you've ever met in your life. I've seen him time to time.
She's
From time to time,
fucking
I've seen
yawning.
him around. He was working in the
And they're
Block
ringing
Island
into the
Ferry. I
ether.
saw him. I was like, "Hey, Joe, what's up?" He never held it against me. He got F's and everything, so I was just, I don't even know how he
Is
made
it?
it through.
Is
His
it?
cousin, I think, drove your mother, Grace, crazy. His name was Ryan, and drove him crazy. And he was like, "Yeah, Ryan, I don't know what happened to that guy." But I don't mean to out him, but then okay. Sorry about
You
that.
know why you
folks. Got a
screamed,
little
chat?
nervous there.
You know why he
The old
screamed?
ball and chain just snuck up on me.
The
She has a
old
way of
ball
doing
and
that. She's, I
chain
call her-
came in with the monster hands.
There's a Seinfeld episode about that. She's a lurker, a wheedler. She's a creeper. She creeps up on you. I gotta get her
She's
a
a
box of Tic
creeper.
Tac for a cowbell or
So beautiful, masculine hands, mummy Courtney, and we're gonna get into it. There was a reason why I let to play for Living Boys. I want you to show you that because that fucking cracks me up as well. Because he's already called her annoying. Well, she's out there getting her coffee, and he's calling her annoying. He's calling her a bowl and chain, calling her a creeper. That's not the only abuse. Poor old Courtney's gonna cut this tree. So again, we're building brick by brick. That's low level quote Kino there. What really got this guy going though is again trying to get at all these different communities. And did you notice how Big Papa Faggot knew something about him, right? Because he'd heard about this guy. This
that,
guy
folks.
already...
Got a little nervous there.
Oh shit! Was that the same timestamp? Maybe it is. Oh, I don't think I've got the fucking timestamp. Fuck. But he's going to go on at one point to talk about this Thorpocalypse. Maybe I can find the transcript. Again, no chats, no chats, no chats. I'm going to have to go in minutes and minutes and minutes. Let's even just try and find a short version because I don't want to fucking look at this stream anymore.
About that, folks. Got a little nervous
Because
there.
old mate thought going around to different conspiracy and, as I said, like black pill communities was a good way to start building things up. So let's see if we can find the origins of the Thorpocalypse, the biggest moment on the internet that you never heard of. Why is everybody doing fucking the Hall of the Mountain King after I did SWATspiracy? Come on, bros, it's my song!
I'm gonna let this. That's a new guy on. Hey.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm new to your community and also new to live streaming. So if I'm messing,
that was the other reason I wanted to play as well. But I will scream like a girl, like shrill screams.
how do we measure paranoia, right? It seems to be
Right.
kind of like I get it. We can kind of just accept what we mean by it. I know what we mean by it, but it's just like, how would you sort of measure who's paranoid and who's not in any given set of questions, maybe?
So the chat's already started being like, who is this guy? This guy's a bit weird. They get razzing him.
Ben's back. Hello, Ben.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Good.
I was supposed to verify my identity today, and I cannot do so, obviously. Right?
Why not?
How can I tell you who I am? Because wouldn't I be? I can show
Well, are you
my-
Ben Thorp or Abel?
I would say both.
Okay.
Like, what are you doing? It's not a joke. Like, I guess it is a joke. But, like, you're coming across more unhinged than the fucking MK Ultra victims in chat calling you a fed right now. You're coming across weirder. Yes, there's a sus pattern of behavior, KT.
I love your one guy in the comments said, I think this guy has been to more than one open mic poetry night. And I would like to say that's very funny because of the beer, but I just have a lack of hygiene.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
can tell.
problem. Reporter
So you say you're writing a
farming.
paper?
Yeah, no, that's what your chat said.
Oh, okay. How would you nip it in the bud if it's just
This guy glows in the dark?
infectious and funny and open form style? I mean, you'd have to do a smear a lot. You'd have to lie, really.
Oh no, it'd be really easy. You want me to tell you how I'm going to do it? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Jimbo. Yeah.
Is he? Chat's onto it. No, he didn't. He can't even edit. He's abusing his daughter to edit his shit videos together. Boys. Everybody likes to claim someone's the architect. Someone's
Everyone
pulling the
say
strings.
that.
Chat.
If
This
I
man
drop
makes Mr.
a-
Vickers look like an innocent little man.
I'm taking it
Hey
back.
guys, my dad is banned from the chat now. Ha. Even though he became a channel member, he didn't even get a shout out, sad face. So now he's trying to pay pig him to buy Jim Bob's trust. And do you really think that's Grace's YouTube account there? You really think it's her?
I'm taking it back.
There's a daughter, Thorp. I think they're all being each other. There's no reason why the daughter would suddenly be here. None of this makes sense.
Unless
Grace, you should just ignore the Thorp thing. Okay? I don't think you should get into it. I think that's part of if it is some sort of psyop, I think the actual response and the interaction is part of that. Just keep that in mind. Or just
so look at that. Look at her. Excuse. I'm here because my dad got banned, honestly. Did you come here in your own volition, Grace? Or did Matthew Thorp, Ben Vickers, send you here?
is part of that. Just keep that in mind. Or just talk about anything. I'm not gonna get into the weird psyop thing or whatever that is. It's something I use my discernment, okay? And even if I'm
He just
wrong,
wanted to
I'm
come
gonna
up for a
actually stick
chat,
to
guys.
my discernment.
He's a real human
Why don't
being.
you just listen?
You can trust him.
Yeah, your dad might be nice if he's your dad. You guys, your weird little family, should just shut up and listen.
Yeah. You should shut up and listen.
Sounds a
I'm
little
about to
fascist.
warn
Here, I'll
you,
show you fascist.
Thorps, when you
There you
see
go.
this, I'm about to warn you. The tale of exploiting your family on YouTube. And how cringe. The Thorpocalypse, because we got banned, because we were acting like feds in this guy's chat. Just absolute. And he makes content after content about this Jim Thorp guy. Jim Bob guy. And he's like, oh, I live in your head rent free. Bro, that's like saying Caesar lives in Cog's fucking head rent free. If you make a channel dedicated to ALOGing a guy and they fucking blow you out as a part of it, like, what are you talking about? What world is this? And even like they try and be self-deprecating. I haven't seen this. I just saw a thing. Oh no, this is oh my god, this is cringe. What the fuck was that? So I think you're starting to understand who this man is and his impetus. He wants to come on as a Catholic man, definitely not a Fed, and he wants to convert all these radical people online with their conspiracy theories and their black pilling, and he wants to pull them over to his community. He's rapidly growing channel as well, because as you saw before, guys, they started from humble beginnings, but they've catapulted up to 312 subscribers, hundreds of views. They are YouTube royalty now. They're big deals. But let's have a look how they kind of got that way. Because after all, I think we kind of know the origin story of how this channel blew up.
Okay, hello. I'm out of the mental ward and off parole and ready to go. Ready to do a little vlogging. It's cold out here in Vegas. Went and got my mail today, and it's blowing out there, so I got my jacket.
Kino
I
audio
got my
too.
glasses on, not because I'm a pretentious fuck, because I got an eye infection out here from the wind.
I'll be back in a
Some
sec.
kind
Gonna
of
piss.
shit
I
blew
can't
in
believe
my
I'm
eye.
missing it.
Wasn't sure what it was, but there's something in there. So let's get down here. Where was I last time I left off? I don't know, a year ago, 2 years ago? Don't quite remember. Don't quite care. But all I can say is I'm here right now. I do have a broken neck. That's right. I did have myself in the collar, which I somewhere over here. But let me show you a little here my X-ray. If you can make that out there, you can see what's going on my neck there. It's I had a fusion on one level there. A couple back problems, couple knee problems, couple problems with my coccyx. But I'm still moving along. So let me see. I don't know if you can see that. This is still, I got the cheap candy out there. You can get a good look
Has
at
this
it
been
there.
bass boys?
See
I
the piece
assume
of
it
metal
has.
stuck in there. Kind of a bitch because
Is it good?
can't do any form of weights really
Way
anymore.
more than Chad though.
Used to like
and
going
fucking
crazy with
raise a
those,
fag.
you know. I don't know. Some people say I have a drinking problem, and some people say I'm bipolar, but I really don't give a shit. So,
Nice.
So what do I have to say here?
Fucking
I will
bipolar
get into
Chad.
later in some maybe some political things here. You know, I kind of got revved. It's been a little while, so get more into a little political aspect.
Nice dad joke, Gowdy.
Thanks
Thanks for your contribution here in the Kino
Kornah.
Kornah. Knocked it out the park.
It's always good, you know. Variety is the spice of life, so we're just gonna keep on going there.
Just pounding the beers,
Oh.
pounding the horse.
I just knocked down 2
Hand in the
aspirins.
train.
Now I got a Red Bull, and I'm sure I will develop liver problems. But everything else is going. I say, why not go down the flames? I did get an email just now. I said I put this video up from. I remember him. His screen name is Skibby, and I don't know. I suggest you change that, Skibby, because that sounds like some kind of venereal disease. I got a Skibby. just think about that a little while, okay? I was thinking about that, and I was saying that's something I caught last year when I caught the clap. You know, I gave myself my own injections.
It was still Max and Horse back then.
So I'm gonna say, just here to have fun. By the way, all this shit is coming down. I'm changing all the posters. I'm gonna put up a whole new motif. A whole new motif is gonna come.
It
So
seems
we got
like
a
he's
whole
just
new
like a
motif
scene
coming
hopping
of that.
to be honest.
I do have a nice little laptop now, but I decided I'm gonna do this. I'll do some vlogs on that and some on here. But I like doing it old school because that's what I said. I don't buy any more DVDs. In fact, I buy Betamax. I bought a Betamax. I'm going back in time, okay? I'm going back. Morning in Americas. Reaganomics, okay. All right. I think I'm going to end that one here, and then we'll talk a little bit about the elections and my take on that and whatnot. So we'll just end
Was
this
there a
one
red
here.
wave?
Okay. God bless everybody. All right. Y'all have a good night now.
What a Chad. What a Chad. And he needs no more introduction. And neither do we need to know the arc. Because we watched it. We watched the reaction stream of my daughter went on Hormaxer. But again, it seems like it was almost a strategic play. It was almost as if, to go back to their channel, that Mr. Thorp realized that his soy fucking visage, his ability to fucking rant incoherently as a drunk, jobless fucking degenerate, LARPing as a trad Catholic. He realized that he thought he was gonna come onto the scene and be this big streamer, right? Because he had the Thorpocalypse. But even as he started off, it was boring. It was Sam boring. But then look what happens when he starts bringing Grace on more and more. The views start going up a bit more. The views start going up. Now, you could say it's organic channel growth. I could be completely out of the realm here by saying this. But the views where Grace is on there, and especially in the thumbnail, they get consistently more views than when it's just his Soy Enoch face. Weird, huh? Weird, huh? And then we see them go through their Hormaxer arc. Why? Because it got 1,200 views. It got 1,500 views. It got a lot of views every time that happened, right? Because naturally the guys from Hormax's community wanted to come over and say hi.
Faithful to the novel and its ethos.
See, now that's a good dad joke.
But back to my rant. Don't throw anything else forward, Grace. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, should I introduce you?
Shut your mouth.
No.
Grace.
No. This is my rant. Okay, fine. Let's introduce my beautiful, a little too beautiful.
What? What?
Maybe. Co-host, and also a little too female co-host, the lovely Grace Thorp. Welcome, Grace.
Hello.
Okay. Now the question
And look at it now. I said look at it, but look at it now. Again, she started off from humble beginnings as poor little sick Grace, no makeup on, baby blue. But now she's the hair back. Confidence has been restored and filled. Your mission's here, Ben. She's got the pep in her step. Let's hear from Sassy Grace.
Why is it that
it's only
Grace's
just
stream
beginning.
on Tuesday, which I gave to her because I needed to sleep, and which was about essentially
she's showing a
nothing.
bit more
Had no
chest now?
agenda whatsoever, no preparation. Correct?
Oh yeah.
Got like 900 views. Then I come in the next day and have my special guest, my ex-student Tyler, a really smart guy, and a
Burp, like, you know, bunch of people burp on stream in here in these sectors, right? I do all the time, right? And the crowd's always like gross and so sincere. Like sometimes it is gross to hear the belch, right? But he's doing it as a trad Catholic while co-streaming with his daughter, just belching like a fucking pig man.
guest, my ex-student Tyler, a really smart guy and a published author. We go at it on an intellectual topic that this is the crescendo of my intellectual project regarding edgelords.
And look at her, just because she's obviously looking into the monitor trying to check out how hot she's looking right now. Look at sassy little empowered Grace now.
Crescendo of my intellectual project regarding edgelords and heretics of several weeks. This is the high point, intellectually, substantively, and I got 120 views.
Cope.
Oh, I don't understand it. Cope. And so and I have noticed a pattern that every time I come on, including today when the tech worked fine.
I thought he was smoking cigarettes, but that's a rollie with a feel. Oh no, it's probably just a rollie
for the little kids, whatever stream.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden it doesn't work. Okay. And we all know that Grace is completely in charge of this.
Fucking nailed it, Grossly. Exactly. You're using your daughter. You're whoring out your daughter. You're e-whoring your daughter. And this is only just the beginning, right? But you're e-whoring your daughter for views. And when you finally get some views because your daughter's going around there to fucking communities of Coomers, dudes who can't get chicks and they're all Coomers with anime body pillows and robots. You're now crying that you're getting more views?
So
give your head a shake.
I don't know how technology works, but I'm getting the subtle sense that there's some sort of.
And I'm sure if you go to the Hallmax's streams, you're going to see all these handles there.
Go up while mine go down. So then the question becomes, okay, Dad, I mean, it's really the Grace show, and looks like pimping really ain't easy because you pimped yourself out of your own existence. Because, folks, I've had suggestions about the channel. Maybe we should name it the Thorps or whatever.
Did you say that at the start? Isn't this a family channel now, Ben? We haven't even met the rest of the cast yet. No, it's the Ben Thorp channel.
All right. Okay. Fine. Yet another dart to my heart because I do. But fine. You want to do that? Then the candy reviews are going to take an hour at a time. Okay. Now
and see.
Now again, does she look like a girl who's devoid of confidence? Shy little Grace. Was she shy when she went over to Hallmax's stream? And unfortunately, I can't actually show you it because that channel got flagged down. I can't show you Grace's appearance. I'm really devastated. Because she knew what she was doing on that stream. She knew what she was doing. She was flirting with all the guys on that panel. She was. Actually, you know what? Maybe I do. I think I might have found the archive. Let me see. This is actually no. I found it. Here we go. I found it, boys. This is Grace's appearances on Hallmax's channel.
When you have that nice piece of ass in front of you, okay, and you're fucking away and sweating and to me that's living. That's living. I want to live. I want to bang poontang. I want to bang ass. I want to spank ass. I want to pull here. Okay? I want to fuck. I want to live. Fucking is living. I'm going to get more jacked. I'm going to get more muscle. And I'm going to fuck harder for as long as I can. What else is a man going to do? What are you going to do out there? Especially if you're sexual and you like women, whether you be younger or older. What should you just do? Pretend you don't? I should live in the MGTOW copium, fuel-induced, that I don't need sex and live as a hermit and collect comic books and play video games. I do not apologize for who I am. When you have that...
There you go. There's a review of Grace. Oh my god, I'm fixing a holler. I'm about to get frothy. Both of you knew who this fucking man was, and you sent your daughter over there to get fucking views, to get those degenerates to come over to your channel. Boys, we're just getting fucking started. I'm nowhere near as peak frothy as I would get. But you know who else has the fucking nerve now? The fucking nerve to run their mouth about this scenario?
When you have
Going
that
back.
nice
No,
piece of
wrong
ass in
video.
front of
Let's
you,
watch it again. I
okay,
don't give a
and you're
fuck.
fucking away
Because it's
and
the same shit.
sweating and
I feel like
to
I'm
me,
watching the
that's living.
Thorp family when I'm
That's
seeing
living.
this
I want to
disgusting
live.
shit.
All right. Okay.
She's all sassy. She's all sassed up. All the Hallmarks degenerates bigged her up and said, yeah, Grace would get it. You know, actually, no, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. She goes over there and we could actually see, I didn't realize, so we're going to enjoy some more stuff together because I didn't realize he actually called their show. So not only did you bring Hallmarks over, go over there, but he came to you. Now, Sassy Grace, she's built up all this confidence, right? She's a little diva now. She's a little YouTube star. But she's going to message to all the haters out there who want to have a go at her.
Yeah, guys, my brother, the CIA handler, enters the scene. My brother Charlie is he's going to be joining me. You got to put the mic on.
Yes. He brings these teenage sons on there. So again, the older sister who's a whore and then a bunch of younger sons. Boys, these scripts write themselves. These scripts fucking write themselves.
Yeah, just like over your ears.
Headphones too.
Oh, Pete, you haven't seen it. Go back and watch the Hallmarks stream, buddy. You need the foundational.
You're breathing so heavy. Move the
This is
mic
the
up.
sequel.
Where?
Move it like away from
So
your
this
mouth.
isn't Jerome, who we've met.
That?
This is even younger than Jerome. This is a legit teenage boy.
No.
Oh, this is so uncomfortable.
Further, like
Yes,
out.
this is
It's
very
so
uncomfortable.
far already.
Yeah, there,
Watching
there.
this family
Okay,
is
come
very
closer.
uncomfortable.
He's like a mini Jerome. Yeah, this is my brother Charlie.
Hi, everyone. My name is Charlie. I'm Ben Thorpe's son. I have joined the Discord as Chucky. I've already started posting some memes, so...
Hear that? They started a Discord. Probably invited Hormax and his audience with their underage children. Again, is this guy about 15 maybe? Could he maybe tune out at one point? Oh my God. Now, unfortunately, I have looked for the Discord. I was intrigued, but I can't seem to find it. So if any of you bros want to have a look at it in the background, I'll be up for a Discord raid. Let's go and check it out. Let's go and check if it's a nice little wholesome trad Catholic server or if it looks like a certain business of a primate.
I'm going to be posting regularly on the in the Discord, and
he's posting memes, yo.
So what are we talking about?
Charlie wants to join the channel. He's really good at editing.
What's going on?
He wants to get good at editing, learn from me. And
I'm not good at editing, but I want to get good at editing.
Well, he could be good at editing someday. and he wants some Sims. So if anybody's out there,
Yeah.
wait, Charlie, you're still breathing into it. Can you move the mic down?
He's not
Like,
even
down.
media trained. At least
Oh,
media
from my
trained,
nose?
you
Yeah.
15-year-old
Alright.
pre-transition
So
boy.
I wanted to go over just a little something special because okay, in my Discord,
We've got it.
okay, the only fucking thing that I
Fuck.
fucking hear from these fucking people is that I'm a slut. Okay, and this is supposed to
Oh
be
no,
also
no,
breathing
no,
in.
no.
Oh my! No, I just exhaled once. Like
Move it
heavily.
like out from your like so that
That.
you're so that well no.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna talk.
Okay, fine. But
Can you
people
hear me
won't
at
hear
least?
you as good.
They might have already been rated.
What do you want me to
chat.
do? It has a wind thing.
They might have already been rated.
Okay, fine. Well, it should be better now. You just went like this. So.
Yeah, my teeth are so white.
Anyways, you should join
It's
the
gonna get
Discord because I'm
weirder.
sure that everybody in this chat, or at least a lot of you, would love to come in and tell me that I'm a slut. I'm doing.
Do you know what my biggest issue with Vickers was? Because I wanted him to do it all offline because the internet is permanent. And so forever, from now on, yes, you're going to have to live to the shame of your daughter, but you're the parents, right? Part of that is being a parent, right? Picking up after your child's mistakes. That's how you help them learn and grow. But those poor younger brothers, younger Vickers, the fact that he made it into a circus, that's why I was most pissed off with him. He could have done it behind the scenes and we would never have found out about that clown ghost hunting family. But instead, he wanted to make a media circus out of it and he turned his whole family into clowns. And now those young boys have to grow up knowing that their older sister was thumbed. But they're going to have to look it up on the internet, you know. Hopefully the Vickers are smart enough not to talk around the young kids about this. Hopefully they never have to find out. I sincerely say that. But the Thorps, Vickers 2.0, they just go and invite them on the podcast and they talk about how the sisters are
I'm
slut.
ridiculous. And this is what
she's 20.
This is what
bros.
okay.
She's
This
5
is what
years
my
older
own
than
brother. And I'm sure.
okay?
Look, I'm sure everybody is gonna agree with this. I'm sure everybody's gonna agree with this. When I show this, this is what my own brother sent in the Discord.
Jerome.
Own that you have slutty tendencies, and the reason you did that was to start shit and be obnoxious and weird.
What, the video?
So you're a Discord guy, right? You like to hang out in multiple Discords. You don't necessarily check all the servers. You got your pecking order. You check your favorite one and then your second one. And there's a bunch that you accept the invite and you feel too awkward to leave, right? And so you just sit in there, but you never really go in there. Imagine being an active user, though, in your new favorite YouTube family's channel. And the brother and the sister are having a fight in there about her being a slut and obnoxious and weird. Like, Grossly, you shared your tales out of Chinatown, and there's been some very interesting and hilarious moments. But imagine being there for this. As Bronx
you know what
said,
he's
this
talking
is
about?
just
No, I
weird.
don't.
What he's talking about is this. I wore.
Yeah, that video. I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
is it?
he knows that you're a slut.
I don't know why you did that, but I don't really care.
This.
Yeah, you're making a joke of it.
This is slutty.
Yes.
Do you think this is slutty, Charlie?
Don't ask.
I don't understand. Why did you do that?
I'm dressing up like a movie star because it's Feminine Fridays, and I thought it would be funny.
Oh, I thought you were trying to be like a hooker or something. I actually did.
You think that's how
that was your
hookers
no,
dress?
but like
Have you
I
ever
thought you were
seen
trying to be slutty.
Oh,
on
I'm glad I
purpose to make
stopped
fun
the
of
video about a minute before with my prep.
Well, I mean, I would, but the point was that I wore
Base
a
Chucky.
perfectly fine dress to wear,
Base
and I
Chuck
knew everybody would
Mignoni.
say it was slutty, but it's obviously not.
I
guess
know,
you agree.
Well, I
right?
thought it was,
Zoomers
so
are
I don't
doomed.
know.
You think this is
I thought you were
slutty?
making fun of them. It's not like
But well, somebody could wear this to
You boys would love
a
it.
dinner party.
the way you thumbnailed it and stuff though. It looks because you're like, I don't know. It's kind of provocative. Not for me, but I'm just saying.
But I didn't thumbnail it any special way. It's just how I looked during the video.
I just had my tits out for 3 hours.
I don't know. I thought you were trying
Well,
to be.
anyways, you guys can all cope and seethe because look.
Oh
look,
yeah,
okay?
everybody's just coping and seething when you're acting like a whore.
Okay.
Guys,
This
start
is
simping.
And
this
you
is
might
my
have
dad's
seen
stream
that.
yesterday.
Like this is the depravity of the family again. I'm not going to go into it. Chucky isn't the youngest child that they have on the YouTube. Imagine if Vickers fires up the stream tomorrow instead of his 40-year-old anime fan son Akiba. Imagine if he brought the 5-year-old kid on. Mr. Thorp has the 5-year-old kid do candy reviews. After luring Hormaxer, I think the age of consent should be lowered to 14 and his audience over to the channel. After inviting Hormaxer, I find it kinky, to have sex with trans. I'd suck the tranny dick. I loved it. Over to meet Lumi, aka Chucky, who's got so hot and bothered by this moment that he's had to remove clothing.
Yesterday, okay, 340. Oh, okay, and I'm
What?
the slut. I'm the sloot.
Start simping.
Charlie's been going. Oh my god!
Oh no! He's Max
but
got it,
Isn't
and
Charlie a
he's got.
good-looking guy? Everybody. Charlie could get way more simps.
Why do all this? I'm.
No,
I don't talk about my
get more
family
simps than Charlie. You're still breathing into the mic like crazy. Move it down. Move it like to your chin. Yeah.
Okay.
But out from your face.
I know what point she was going to make before. I hope she
But
continues to make
you
it.
could get way more simps than John, because John just acts like an idiot,
So that's Jerome. So
He
he's on there as
comes
Jerome
stream,
because he wanted
acts
to.
like he doesn't
Why do you
wanna
call
be
him Jerome?
here.
Just call him John.
I don't
Yeah, because they just keep on calling him John anyway.
Charlie's got weapon bang.
Yeah, did she make
So
the
these
point?
fucking
Okay, we'll
They're
mark
saying-
that because that looks like that's going to
Yeah,
go on.
John-
But look what she was about to point. She was about to make.
Oh, okay, at yesterday.
What she was about to make.
Okay.
Guys,
This
start
is
simping.
This is my dad's stream.
Okay, so look.
Okay, look. Okay. You guys can all cope and seethe.
Because she
I
really
don't
she
know,
caught
that's- I
herself
thought you were
halfway. 'cause
trying
she
Well,
realized
anyways,
how
you
arrogant
guys
it
can
was.
all cope and seethe because look. Okay.
She was trying to be like, look, I with my tits out, I got 1,100 views.
Okay.
But this is my
Guys,
dad's stream.
This
start
is
simping.
This is my dad's stream yesterday.
And it
okay,
only got
340
350 views. So she knows now. She
Get way
knows
more
now.
simps. You know,
She's the
crazy.
big dog in the
Move it
family.
down. Move it,
Faith's
like, to your
Faith's
chin.
the biggest celeb.
Yeah, face.
She's telling Matt Vickers, hey, this is my channel now.
But
Imagine if Faith fired up
get,
the good bad
you could get
vicious
way
tomorrow.
more.
She'd get way more
you could get
views
way
than
more simps
Vickers,
than
if you
John,
think
'cause
about it.
John, he acts like he's got weapons of mass. What? It's because you look depressed. In the Discord, are depressed. Anyway,
Let's listen.
so these fucking losers in the Discord
Yes.
are sitting there, and everybody says, "Oh, Grace, all." How long ago did Charlie start her transition?
Froze, I swear I haven't watched this. But fuck, they've already picked out that he's the next Lumi. No!
Oh, thank you. I'm very pretty.
No.
So McClip said, "What the fuck is this?"
Why does the
My dad
internet
went out for
keep
smoke break and
having
just talked to me about it,
synchronicity?
okay?
This is some
This is more to
schizo
the audience.
Ted Kaczynski
Still
shit.
breathing into it, Charlie. I don't know. Just move it far away from your face. I don't know. Like, yeah, just do that. Okay.
When fucking all Vickers relatives
You
were called
fucking
Ethan.
loser men, okay, who sit there and you say, "Oh, you want to do is talk about your boobs." No, you brought it up, okay? These fucking losers in the fucking Discord. You are all such losers. You're sitting here calling like have you ever seen a woman? Have you ever talked to a woman? Have you ever interacted with somebody with a vagina? I don't think you ever have. Because these ridiculous men going around calling women slutty who are clearly not slutty. I am like one of the most conservative dressers I know. You have to be out of your fucking mind. But you sit there and say you're Christians and you say, "Oh, you should be more modest," blah 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 blah. Fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. This isn't 1865. Have you ever seen what a teenage girl wears these days? Have you?
Have you, chat? Have you? Fuck, I'm gonna have to skip forward now because which stream was it? That's amazing now. She says that. Fuck. Okay, now we're gonna find it, and now you're gonna know why I was pissed off I didn't have it on hand. We're gonna move on though. So apparently, guys, look, she's just out here getting 1,100 views, dressing like a movie star, and it's you losers who are thinking about her tits. She's a conservative, trad. Catholic girl, and we all know that those girls are not whores, guys. We all know that a Catholic girl has never been a whore, okay? As she flicks her hair all sexily and talks about her dad's copium seething because all the views come when she's on the panel. Chat. Chat, this fucking... We're going to get into a weird segment now. We're going to get into a weird... They were bouncing around like, come on, bro. Come on. We're going to... Before we get into Hallmarks, we're going to get into a weird segment because I want to know why this family's so sexual. I want to know why they keep talking about sex around each other. I don't have these conversations with my family. I don't know about you guys, but we're not commenting on it if each other's sexy or whores or fucking my beautiful, maybe too beautiful daughter. We don't have those conversations, bros. Why do they have these conversations?
There's 5 siblings who were younger than me.
Hey, have you
I used
ever
to have
met a
to babysit
woman,
them all the
Brucey?
time, and I was a good babysitter, but I'm very controlling, like too controlling. I had to ease off, you know what I mean? But
controlling.
I could tell you some funny stories about when I used to babysit my siblings. Woo!
Hello, darling.
It was funny. It was good bonding. But oh my god, I'm literally gonna cry.
Oh, that
What
was
is going on
amazing.
with me today? Okay.
That was amazing.
Oh, the stream is falling apart. I can't talk about it. I'm so sorry.
Why are you crying,
This is
Grace?
literally crazy. I haven't had anything to drink or anything. Oh my god. Okay, wait. We just got 2 more viewers. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to make everybody feel uncomfortable. I just get...
Why are you crying?
Okay, stop it. Literally, I get sentimental when I think about my siblings.
What do you mean?
Go with it.
I was just calling you a
May as well
slut
at this
before.
point. Yeah. Grace's first live stream breakdown.
Oh, it won't be the last.
Sorry. This is so ridiculous. I used to, when I was babysitting my siblings, it sort of made us grow apart in a lot of ways because
babysitting your brothers made you grow apart. Okay, why?
Okay, I'll stop. Stop. Oh my god. Because my dad's gonna fucking kill me. Actually, probably. You know what he'll
Why
say?
is dad
He'll
gonna
say,
kill you?
This is good content. No, okay, I'm crying because I was just thinking.
No.
He'll say, this is good content.
Here's get the views, you know, make your daughter have an emotional breakdown on stream to get extra views, you know.
No, okay, I'm
Click
crying
that.
because I was just thinking about when I used to
Click
babysit
that
my
T
siblings,
clips.
and I'm just thinking, like, it was sort of a stressful situation, and I had to be in charge of them a lot, and then, like, we weren't really friends anymore. After that, you know, I sort of drifted apart from them, then I went to school. Time for a smoke break. Literally. You know what? I don't even fucking care. I don't care. Anyways, yeah, I had to babysit my my siblings because my parents had a restaurant, and I had to sort of like be the second mom, and I didn't really get to. I didn't. Dry dock ogre.
So they used to leave her at home with her brothers, who now call her a whore. But of course, they've grown apart since those times she was left home with them. And she thinks they're really handsome as well. Chat? Chat? Is this family weirder than maybe being a bit more exploitive than the Vickers? Or is there something a little tuxy about this situation? Yikes. Yikes.
He's not like kind of like a Brad Pitt kind of thing, but it's good. All right, my next one is.
Well, I want to know what you guys would rate them because I would rate Colin Farrell like 9, but I think he's short, isn't he?
I have no idea.
Ooh, watch Ondine, very good romantic movie with Colin Farrell. I will. It's all I've ever seen him in. Ooh, you know what he was really good in? He was good in what's that movie? Oh, the one with Tom Cruise.
Oh, no, not Magnolia. He's not in
No,
that.
the one where he's oh my god, it's like robots. You know what I mean?
AI?
No, it's
I don't know.
Was he an AI?
I don't think so.
It's the one with Tom Cruise. My dad knows what I'm talking about. The one Oh, speaking of which, Tom Cruise. Grace just admitted the height pill. What? I said he was short. Isn't he?
Through prostitution.
Yeah. So
Yes, right. But technically,
yeah, you're not celibate in that way. But it's that's
so
why
really
there's
it's not about
incel.
sex. It's not about
Well,
sex.
it's about like having someone want to have sex with you in a way.
Okay, but that's more about
Desire, like raw desire and stuff like that. But that's
Yeah.
why they say like and another part of it there's a term that they'll use. They'll say that you're voluntary because you don't want to these guys still
made defunct by the red pill because it's just game, but the red pill says game and other stuff. So say they're all important except MGTOW and black pill, like
kind of like it's like a victim sort of like, and it's an echo chamber. And
I don't think they're stuck there. Why would they be here?
They're autistic. They can't fix their brain.
thing to you. And there's the concept of opportunity cost that you could be doing something else. But besides that point, like they're paying for they're paying for it like she doesn't want it, and then he has to open his wallet and pay.
I think we'd be friends.
I have bad memory.
Now this is my issue with you, Arthur, bro. I think you're life denying.
Let me
Life
tell you
denying.
about
No, I'm just
something.
about too much like that. I'm just on about basic.
I think it's a
basic
little
things.
bit.
You think it's gay to like just put a trimmer and just maybe trim the hedges a little
So
bit?
you think it's gay to look good for your wife? You think that's gay?
Guys, you remember when I said as a joke that, well, I've said many things as a joke recently. But remember when I said, like, just as a bit of a laugh, although if it doesn't come out, it would be a great show. Like, I'd totally set it up. You know, I was talking about how I was going to run a dating show, the Kinky Corner or whatever. I can't remember what I was calling it. Courtney is on a panel show where it's Feminine Fridays, where they now just have all Hormax's audience coming in there and talking about sex while the main person in chat is the dad. What the fuck is going on with this family? Bruce, grossly. I don't know if your CGI baby is a boy or a girl, but theoretically say if it was a girl, can you imagine one day growing up to bloody run a pimping show for your CGI baby where she's got her tits out? No, she's not a whore. She's just dressing as a movie star. While this fucking neckbeard, like literally, and like, what is this? What is this? What the fuck is this? Steven! This is not a good look! Steven! Do you think maybe the reason you're an incel is because you look like an Amish fucking psychopath? Steven! And you've got fucking Tim Pool's co-host over here. And fucking these queers. Like, what is going on with this family? Bros. 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 They invited this on themselves. They didn't just, oops.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back
They
to.
wanted to run Feminist Fridays and chat with Hormaxer. Hormaxer came on their stream, bros. Hormax, I didn't even know this. Let's sit back. Boys, grab yourself a drink. GAI, pack yourself a bong. Let's sit back. Because I'm excited. I really am.
Else is fine, okay?
And just let me know when
Hey,
you want to move
Hormaxer
on.
fan.
How's it going? Can you hear me?
Hey. Yeah, I can hear you
Oh.
fine. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Thanks for coming on the stream. I really appreciate it.
Fan,
No doubt. I guess for the initial thing you're talking about, I want to add that.
You mean the video of the Christian married couple?
Wait.
The ortho wrote to the stream.
All right, but do you really think? Okay, Hormaxer fan. I
Yeah. I can know a lot about you, dude.
My mom's trying to mother you guys. What do you guys have to say? What did you guys come on?
Hold up. What is the tone?
Oh, so you did come on. Okay. I was like, you clickbaity cunts. Okay.
Oh no, yeah, that was me driving around. Yeah.
You still trying to lose that weight?
So again, their feminist show now is to get all these horny dudes to come on there and mog max them.
Oh no, I'm trying to gain weight.
All right, here he is.
Great. Listen, honey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, this is me. Let me tell you something, Grace.
Okay,
You
whoa.
come over-
This is going to be greasy. Can you guys hear that? I want to make sure everybody can hear this. Oh no. Let me tell you something, Grace. Oh no. When Hormaxer starts a fucking sentence in that, it's not going to be good.
Yeah, this is me. Let me tell you something, Grace.
Okay,
You
whoa.
come over-
Hormaxer, are you gonna be like okay?
Okay, I just.
They nipped you
I
in the
don't
bud.
want.
Let me tell you
So
something.
let me tell you something, honey. Like it just makes me a little worried.
I love it.
Yeah, they got it.
Okay, all right.
We just don't want it to get too explicit, okay?
Yeah, all right. Go ahead. Sorry.
Hormaxer, why do you want all women to be
Let me
horse
tell you something.
What?
Why do you want
Yeah, you
all
from
women to be
Liverpool.
horse club?
What is the tone policing? Hold up. What is the tone policing?
It's
You
on
can come
YouTube,
over-
bro.
You can come over to my stream tonight. I don't need to be rude. Yeah, Grace, you come over. Courtney wants to police everything.
I don't want to police everything.
Just let him go, man.
All right,
Come on.
fine.
Let
Sorry.
him say his piece.
Karen already called out with her massive hands. She just
Hormaxer?
wants to
Yeah,
manhandle
right,
this
there you go.
conversation.
Okay. Go ahead.
Now, I'm
Sorry.
going to the gym. Grace can come over to the stream tonight. She can learn what androcentric black pill really is, not your so-called what you have going on, ping ponging your little Pac-Man brains going on in your head. Right now. So you can bring, Grace, you look really nice. You need to come over there.
you.
You need some life-affirming experiences,
Oh
which
no.
you're probably lacking. With Catholicism, I think it's embarrassing that you believe in a virgin birth. I mean, Jesus, that's just embarrassing at this point.
See, Courtney's shaking her head.
You
but
believe
she's
God?
loving it. Look at the
Do
little
you think
smile.
God came down and impregnated a woman or
little
impregnated a woman? I mean, this is embarrassing.
Oh my God.
I can see that.
He's
I mean,
destroyed.
it's complicated to explain, but
Get wrecked, Grace.
It's not complicated at all.
I'll get you some red
Well, I mean,
You
rooster.
people want to call me creepy. You believe in some creepy shit like that. That
That's not
is
creepy.
That is absolutely creepy.
Oh,
and
you're the one who's the
unrealistic.
creep who's worshipping
It's not
women.
That is
creepy.
unrealistic. You
You
are in
worship
life
women, bro, you're a
denial
fucking
with
traitor.
1,000 different saint devils and goblins and
Wait.
witches and everything.
Wait,
That's what
wait,
it
wait.
amounts to. Why don't you worship Harry Potter instead?
Wait, but Hormaxer, wait.
Oh,
I
you're the
think
one
you
worshipping women, you
confused.
cunt.
You've
Go sit
confused.
down there. Go
Yeah,
into the
Daft
church.
Punk.
Go.
You think you've confused
right?
Christianity
You worship
like
women,
with
bro.
this, with
It's all life
something that
denying. They're all Catholicism, Christianity, and offshoot. Listen, if I wanted to study, I'm half Italian too. It's all life denying. It's all fantasy land. You know, pull your head into reality. Get into reality. Stop.
What's reality, Cormac?
I am reality.
This, the Howling Madness.
Howling Madness is reality. I think not.
They'll fucking kick your
It
teeth
is.
in and
It's
charge
not.
you interest for it.
but okay, I'm just like I think you.
Do you wait in Catholicism? Are you waiting for Jesus to come back
He's
too? Are
too
you into
base
the,
for his
you know, are you
planet.
waiting for him to come back and raise
really
from the dead?
is.
I mean, this is zombie movie shit.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I look, before we address those things, which I'm happy to talk about, I actually can defend it
You
pretty
need
well.
good sexual experiences. Come over to the Howling Madness. Okay? You will see God. You will see God tonight.
I'm
All
sure
right.
that's true. But
Yeah.
don't you think there's anything like anything to my point is that I think you may like you are completely right about Christian people who like turn it into this woman worshiping, life sucking marriage thing. I do agree with you on that. But I
Okay.
think you're conflating that with like just being religious in general,
These-
which I think these people
these
they should stop calling
waters are
themselves
starting
Christians.
to
It's
swim.
nothing to do with Christianity. But I think
Yeah,
it's a
but
mistake that our
Hormaxer
culture
worships
has
women
made.
too. You
What'd
worship
you say?
women too, don't you, Hormaxer? Hormaxer, don't you worship women?
Well, how do I mean, I want to get a good androcentric coom shot. I mean, if that's worshipping or liking women, I mean, you're probably in
Yeah,
life
yeah, you're a
denial.
fucking beat, aren't you,
Listen,
bro?
shut your
Worship
mouth.
women.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, women dominate you and everything, don't you, bro?
You, Dominic, please, you would faint in my presence, okay?
Yeah,
You would
okay.
faint.
I don't think so,
Go
Hormax.
go give your
I don't think so,
confessional to the
mate.
You
priest.
go into heaven, he's like, now listen, you can go in there and you can max any whore you want.
I
Go
don't
give your
think so.
confessional to the priest.
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Right. Okay.
can't
So
hold Max
Hormaxer
in
is like,
heaven.
oh, I'll just write them
Shut
off
up,
because they're
Madheads.
Christian, and that's my big trump card.
Well, here's a question: how is that androcentric? How is it androcentric to like?
Because sex is androcentric. Okay, taking women and giving women little agency is androcentric.
Okay, fine. What's
Yes.
the problem there? Why are you so mad?
Seems like to me you're obsessed with the poontang, and that's pretty
Goddamn
gynocentric.
right. Well,
That's
you can
pretty
call it-
gynocentric.
You can keep it
Oh,
gynocentric.
shit.
I think most men are
What's the
working and
reverse
everything.
one?
They're doing it for pussy. I mean, what do you think is running the
I
society?
don't think
Exactly.
that's true.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
think
really?
that's true.
What do you
okay.
think is running the society?
Really? Yeah. You just said why men. Why
You're
men
the
go
one.
for
You're the one
dinners.
giving into it, though. If you
Shut
think
your
that's the
mouth,
case,
I'm not-
and you don't want it to happen.
I'm on my street
If
tonight.
you
I'll
think
go
that's the
to
case, you
gym.
don't want it to happen.
Shut
Why
your
you
mouth,
why you
Kyle.
going with these
Go to
women
the
for?
confessional booth. I'll tell you what. You go to the confessional booth. I'm going to the gym right now to get a juicy pump.
Yeah,
Hey,
cut me
bro,
off.
on
You
my
don't have
gym.
any argument, boy. You're
I have
No,
no
wrong.
what,
idea
what
what
is
it
your
was.
argument? That I
Yeah,
like
bastard,
women?
man.
Oh my God. I like women. Oh, fuck. I like pussy.
You're going on about
Oh,
women
yeah,
being
oh,
whores, but yeah, you
please.
fucking want women to be whores.
It's
You're a
called
fucking idiot,
whoremaxing, you
bro.
moron.
You're an
You
idiot, bro.
fucking moron.
You're an
Fucking
idiot,
moron,
hilarious.
okay? It's called
So
buying
You're
ass
an
and
idiot, bro.
agency. You don't know a goddamn thing. You never had the
Yeah, he's like, excuse me, can you explain how it's androcentric to fuck my daughter in front of me, please?
clue. You still
While
don't
my
even
wife
know.
watches
Good.
too.
Okay,
Life
bro.
denial,
And
still life
fingers
denial
my
will always
Okay,
be
butthole
life
with
bro.
my man
denial.
hands.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't want to be like you. You're a loser, bro. You're a
Good, get
miserable
out of
bastard.
here.
Oh, the ortho bro.
Whoa.
He's not a
Miserable bastard,
loser.
mate.
That's okay.
These
Miserable
men
Don't
on the
insult
program,
me.
they
Dirty
are
bastard.
the
Okay,
gynocentric.
All right,
They
one
are
at a
the
time. One at a
gynocentric
time.
message. That
That'd
is
be
the
cool,
gynocentric.
right?
That's what Grace
The white
says.
knight, the simp. You're
Yeah,
not getting
yeah,
any
yeah.
thing wet, boy. Okay, that's the first thing.
No, I
Okay,
just
but
don't
isn't
hate
it?
women,
It's
bro.
real.
I don't
Yeah,
hate
but it's
women like
real.
you because women don't want you because you're a fucking loser, bro. That's why you want them to be whores.
Whoa,
If they were
bro.
whores, they don't have any self-respect and dignity.
No.
Self-respect and
No.
dignity. You don't want to be with people. That's why you want to
No,
be with
no, he
people.
sounds like a white knight. Oh my God.
No, but it's real easy to just dismiss the ortho bro because you know that he's being a decent guy in some ways. You know that he is. He's not just like
I don't
he's
know.
a
How can you
white
be
knight,
decent?
but you know that he's kind of saying like I don't want to use degrading language.
Yeah,
That's
but-
not just being a simp. It's real easy to dismiss somebody by saying that.
Good for him.
I
He's
think
boring. He's boring.
You're the one going. You're a boring shit, bro.
You are boring. You are.
These women are here of their own volition. You don't make decisions for them. They're here of their own volition. They can kick Cormax whenever they want. You're just simping, bro. You're simping.
I'm not telling him to kick him. What the fuck you on about? I'm talking to him.
Fucking son.
Not
So
telling them
they
to
want him.
kick
They want him here.
You on
Those
about?
women want him here. What are you
Why are
talking
you
about?
white
They want him
Why are
here.
you white knighting for Cormax the fall, bro?
It's not
Cormax can speak for himself. Why are you white knighting?
Cormax
White
is our
knighting
leader.
Cormax? He can
I'm a
speak for
Cormax
himself.
fan, bro. I'm a
follower.
Cormax fan.
She is, but deep down.
Well, all
inside,
he's
What?
saying is that he disagrees with you
I'm
guys.
not telling them to ban him. I'm just saying I disagree. Can't I disagree? Can't I have my own voice?
Yeah.
You can have your own voice, but I'm saying you're coming off like a
You
simp.
little white knight bitch. Cormax can
You're coming
speak
off
for
like a
himself,
simp.
pussy.
No, I'm not speaking for him. I'm saying
Yes, you
you're
are.
taking
But
it.
why are you telling him to ban him? I never
He's
said
not
that.
coming off
No, I never said to ban him. I said they
What the fuck
can
you
if
on
they
about?
want to. He's here.
Grace, get rid of Night Driver, Drive Maxing, and Hater. No offense, guys, but it's too many voices.
Oh, my fault.
Oh, fucking man hand sweeping it up. Sweeping it up. You'll pay for that in more ways than one, Courtney. And boys, the good thing about this quote script that I write, yes, I'm like Persip. I wrote a script for this. The script was developing until just before this stream. And boy, it's getting a doozy. It's become a doozy. Boys, I'm going to take a quick break. But in the meantime, we're going to head over to Hormax's channel. Because oh yes, let's do some Skyrim ambience. Fuck yeah, that sounds like a good break. Let's get it up. Because after all, boys, we're starting to get a feeling for who Ben is, and who Courtney is, and who the Thorps are. They're the new big streaming family on YouTube. And the way they did it was built off the back of the god known as Hormax. They sent him over there, chat. They sent Grace over there that night with the pure purpose of pulling people over to their channel, and maybe, just maybe, they could convert these lost, hopeless men into beautiful Catholics, bastions of our society. And you know what they got in return, chat? No, this isn't a Queen of Spades schizo community post read. Instead, we got a little poll over at the Hormax's channel. Hormaxer asks, who would give a better BBBJ? Ben. 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 That's your wife and your daughter. That's your wife and your daughter. Was it worth it, Ben? Is any of this worth it? N Thorp, aka Abel. That's the most retarded fucking name for a channel I've ever fucking heard. And there's like 7 Kino Kornahs already on YouTube. Like, I can fucking talk. Well, people are starting to log off now, Ben. What happened? Maybe we'll find out, chat. You're picking up some momentum, Ben. But at what cost? At what cost to gain 10,000 eyeballs. When those eyeballs are people lusting after your daughter and your beautiful handed wife. Well, Ben, you got what you asked for, buddy. You got eyeballs. But learn from me and learn from your prototype, Matthew Vickers, that some eyeballs in this world are not worth attracting. And of course, Corny would. Like, let's be real. Grace is a fucking little prude, man. She wouldn't know a fucking dick hole from a fucking pothole. But those man hands, they could get work done, chat. They could get work done. I'm going to take a break. But don't you go away. We're going to find out more from our boy Petard. Let's find out who gave him... Oh, fuck, Pete. I'm like Ben getting a coffee from Man Hands. Let's find out from Pete if he wants to DMCA me and give me his full name. Doxy. I'll be back, boys. This stream's just getting started.
The greatest racist on the internet, Pete R.
Howdy do, friends and non-Jews. Today I have a little video for you that I find hilarious, and hopefully you will the same. It's about the attack on Nancy Pelosi's husband. Now that's not the funny part. Well, maybe kind of a little bit, but there's other funny things too.
We now know the identity of the man charged with bursting into Nancy Pelosi's home, looking for her and attacking her husband with a hammer.
Stop. Hammer time. I'm sorry. I'm a fucking boomer. I can't help myself. But this is the part where it's going to get really good, in my opinion.
He's 32-year-old David Wayne DePate from Berkeley, California. He allegedly screamed, "Where's Nancy? Where's Nancy?"
You thought we were dealing with MC Hammer, but we're dealing with MC Eats Crayons over here. What the fuck? This guy is retarded, right? It's not just me. Like, you could tell somebody that like needs a drool cup just by their eyes and nose, and this is one of those fucking guys for sure. But let's see how the news describes him, or Inside Edition, if that's news. I don't even know anymore.
Here's what we have learned about the accused attacker. He sells hemp jewelry.
Ooh, he sells jewelry, and it's made of hemp? What an entrepreneurial spirit this boy has.
He's a conspiracy theorist.
Now, what type of conspiracies are we talking about? Because there's real conspiracies, like Jekyll Island, where all the bankers got together and decided to make the Fed. Or is it like something that's provable, like MK Ultra?
Wait,
or
is
are
this
we
true?
talking like aliens came
Pete,
abducted
what the heck?
Like, I have a feeling saying conspiracy theorist is just trying to say he's crazy, which I don't even think he's crazy. He just thinks the moon is made of fucking cotton candy. He's like a literal grug brain. So I'm very curious about where we're going with this conspiracy theories of his.
And espouses racist
Buys
views.
vote Democrat.
Yeah, baby. We got one. We got the grug brains on our side. Retards rise up. They said we gonna get you racist off Twitter. We gonna get you racist off YouTube. But we stay winning, boys.
Excuse me,
He's 6'2" and weighs
excuse me, ZXV Soul, but Grim Cheers is so much more than just a clip channel. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Grim Cheers has stepped inside the sacred halls of debate. He has taken on titans of the internet. Like that guy who streams about stuff from 2007. and the People's Champ, JMK. Well, I can't even find it. I'm trying to buy time to find it. What happened? Where's Goblinson versus Grimcheers? Where Grimcheers just calls Goblinson a nigger the whole time. Anyway, let's get back to the story, boys. Back to the story, because look, I'm gonna have to speed run because this stream's. I built it up slow on purpose, chat, because again, it took us a while to get to know the depravity that was the Vickers family, right? It took a while. But it seems like these guys have sped run their path to Vickersdom even faster than we could have imagined. Again, this channel's only been around literally for, I think it's like 2 months. 2 months, yeah. They're speed running all the way to becoming clown ghost hunters. And what more of a clown show is it than to pull on your son, Jerome, and then dox him anyway while he makes autistic eyebrow things? But, like, Grace, I've lost all sympathy for with how much of it just a hole she is. Let's be real here. It's the boys who, again, my compassion lies with, my empathy lies with. Because what worse can you... I'm just going to play it. I'm just going to play it. If there's a hell, this is it. If there's a hell, this is it.
Well, didn't you think she was kind of charming?
Yes.
Okay, but she's like supposedly like a liberal.
Yeah, also
a
JMK.
leftist, like a kind of sexually kind of degenerate person, and yet like she seemed like a happy young girl who was ready to get married and be a good mom. Like, would you say that she seemed like she would be a nice mom?
It's one of my crown achievements, to be honest. And now he came back,
right.
and he was too scared to come back as Schwalbe, so now he's 262.
Okay, Jerome.
What a
Maybe
coward.
this isn't doing for you. You want to talk
He's
about?
so salty. I saw him. He's like, "There's a good schmuckle for you." He's like, "I see Euros is still streaming shitty games to Gowdy and he's 15 old."
Yeah.
Okay.
Poor Schwalbe, I
So,
broke him.
How about
Exposing you. It's just...
Real men. Okay, yeah, this would be fun. Okay, great grotesque subhuman.
I forgot.
And well, I feel like I kind of know these people. Okay, well, let's rate Hormaxer. Fine, you want to do it? Fine, let's do it. I will do that.
I actually had
Remember, she just dressed up as a movie star, and then she raided Hormaxer with her tits out.
This is going to be somewhat controversial. I had Andrew BPF on my list.
What?
I don't know what's going on with the.
You had Andrew BPF on your list
of weird crushes.
Call
Did
me
you not see
Michaela
that?
Peterson.
No.
Because his acronym is Big Papa Fascist, and I was just saying that that's kind of funny and interesting. What's your take on
I
that?
don't
You
even
just
know
want to
what
like
that means.
barf, right? You just want to barf.
Who?
Fuck you, Mom. Don't worry about it. It's Rachel's husband.
Oh.
List. And that
Jerome's in hell right now. He's on a YouTube channel to 3 chatters. One of them's his dad, while they react to his sister with her tits out, who diddled him when he was a kid, watching Hormaxer dance around in his jocks. Like,
that's only because
can
of
you
his
imagine a
initials,
worse
like
fate than
Big Papa Fascist? I think that's kind of interesting.
that poor kid.
What is wrong with you?
Grace didn't know
Okay.
to make a video there. She's like,
Well, he
"Shut
used to be
up."
called Sam B, but then he left our community and started a channel with
What
his
wa-
family.
Wait,
Okay.
what, we're rating men now? I thought we were just talking about
Yeah,
secret
they said
crushes.
rate real men.
Okay.
You guys
Kinda?
know your audience
We'll
is
see,
men, right?
we'll-
Why are you talking about which boys you think are cute? Like,
We'll see.
don't
She
skip
has some
over-
other things
Because
in
don't you
common
guys
with
find it interesting?
peaches.
Aren't you all like obsessed with what women think is attractive?
I don't know. I'm having a good time, and
Yeah,
this is
Max
Feminine
are at the top of
Fridays,
the
and
search bar. Yeah, that's true. I've been, you know, because he talks about me on his stream, so I keep my ears open. All criticism. Or Max are 69 out of 420. Okay, this is a bad still. Okay, poor Maxer. I mean, he's old. He's older, so you know, I would say Hormaxer is.
What are we rating this on? Is it just looks?
No, everything.
The whole thing.
Whole package.
9.
Oh no! I got too excited. Did you guys hear that? Oh, I shut the bed. Fuck.
Yeah, I would say he's a. Well, I mean it. I mean,
you guys hear that?
I would say his looks. I give him a 9.
He's not a 9.
Yeah.
Courtney reckons Hormaxer is a 9 out of 10. So not only is fucking Ben Cuck, aka Cuck Enoch, pimping out his daughter to fucking Hormaxer in his community so they can run a train on her as a joke. He's also losing man hands to him. She rated him as a 9. She rated him as a 9. Do you reckon she rates fucking this as a 9? Do you reckon she rates fucking this as a fucking 9, boys? This schlubby fucking
I don't even know where the Jim Bob community is
fucking
on this spectrum. I
alcoholic
would
cunt.
say that most people would characterize it as extreme far right conspiracy theorists. I don't know that that's fair. I don't think Jim Bob himself is an extremist, except some.
Do you reckon
of his
this would be a
speculations
9? Or do you reckon this would be a 9? Boys, what would you rate Cuck Enoch out of 9? Sorry, out of 10.
When you have that nice piece of ass in front of you, okay, and you're fucking away and sweating, and I mean, to me, that's living.
Again, the crisis.
That's living. I want to live. I want to bang poontang. I want to bang ass. I want to spank ass. I want to pull hair. Okay, I want to fuck. I want to live. Fucking is living. I'm gonna get more jacked. I'm gonna get more muscle, and I'm gonna fuck harder for as long as I can. What else is a man going to do? What are you gonna do out there? Especially if you're sexual and you like women, whether you be younger or older. I mean, what should you just do? Pretend you don't? I should live in the MGTOW copium, fuel-induced that I don't
trolling.
need sex and live as a hermit.
This
and
guy's a
collect comic
one.
books and play video games.
Remember the Euros MC
I do not
Tinder technique.
apologize for who I am.
Remember the Hormaxing technique. Say no to 1s and 2s, boys. And that's what Courtney's doing right here, while Cuck Enoch sits there and watches his girl's tits and her son's diddled trauma.
He's a
I would-
9.
I would say his looks. 7. We're talking about the whole package.
That's a lie.
I mean, I will like, yeah, I would say he's a. Well, I mean, it's so hard to rate people based on numbers.
Oh, okay.
It
Why
is
don't you
easier
just-
with celebrities because you.
Why don't you just give him a
really
number, Grace?
removed.
Come on,
give him a
Grace.
number.
Just tell your dad how
It's
much
like
you
a
want to
first
fuck
number that comes to your head.
Hormaxer.
What is it?
Come on, Grace.
7.6
Okay, John, pause, please.
7.6.
overall.
Okay, so John, it seems like you're a little bit tired, but I'm sure you've got some stuff to say.
Are you autistic, Courtney? Are you autistic? Do you think that's tiredness? Yes, he does look like Sam B. He needs to go to Sam bedtime. To me, that looks like shame and embarrassment and disgust for what he's being put through.
What about the rating?
Well, okay, yeah. Like, do you think I was being honest? Do you think Grace was being honest?
I mean,
Exactly.
I don't really know.
She
but
just
I
gets
that's not really
androcentric
what I
coom
was
shots
even
all
talking
over
about.
her.
All right. Well,
That's how you rated a guy.
okay, John.
Plus, I don't think you think he's a 9, but whatever.
Okay.
You think he's a 9.6?
I said 9.
You think he's a 9?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I think it means that I think like looks wise, like I said, I think he's like a 7.5. But I think that like he's, you know, he's a guy who's very, I just think he's got a lot of, you know, I've said this before. He's got a good spirit. He's got like a lot of energy and vitality. And I know that he's like, there's a lot of stuff that's off, but like, I think
Look,
he's
Sam
a-
B, Jerome B is so fucking tilted right now. He spilled his coke all over himself. He's pissing himself, chat.
you know, I don't know. He's a
You'd
good,
want him to be your husband?
You would
yeah,
know,
I guess
wouldn't
if
you?
he cleaned up all of that other stuff.
Is Nora
yeah,
going
he'd
to come
make a
back,
really
or is she still running
I think
her
he'd make a great
kebab
husband
shop
and a good
in
father. I
Ontario?
really do. You don't think so? You don't think
Well,
he'd be
that
good?
is not true. You don't think that's true.
I do. If he cleaned it up, if he like kind of came around from like, I think where
Hilla
he's at,
Klein
like, I think
isn't
there's a lot of
autistic. She's
honesty
just
right
Jewish.
where he's at, but like, I think that there's a lot of problems, obviously. So like, no, I don't think he'd be a good husband or father right now, but I think he could be.
He's a 7 right now.
Well, that's a good point. No, I'd still give him a 9.
Jerome's
Like,
acting bored.
I don't know
He'll
what to say,
engage
John.
soon. Mum
But
drives
you
him
keep saying this is
crazy.
not what you wanted to talk about.
So what?
So
You're
what
trying
do
to
you wanna
get your
talk
son to blow out at your mum?
You want to talk
for
about
everybody's
how Grace
views?
got dressed up?
No.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't really know. Oh my god.
You're the one who brought me on the stream, bitch.
Do you need a cup of coffee, a Coke? What do you need? What do you need?
I need you to stop fucking trying to air our family's
Jerome?
dirty laundry for 989 views. Well, I know your husband's a disheveled alcoholic without a job,
this?
but guess what? You're not going to earn money with
No,
989
I can't
views.
hear the audio. I don't know what's going on. Jerome, are you in charge of this? Like in charge of the video stuff?
Yeah, see? He's got the soundboard.
I thought you were proving my point. Damn it.
Yeah, he's going.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's
it,
better-
it's a high
there is-
price. It had to
They're-
be.
Even the money, like
Yeah, it was a high price. It had to be
They're-
a high price for that one.
There are beautiful women and hot women, and I
The point
find
is
hot
there is
women to be
price,
annoying
bro.
and not worth my
It had
time.
to be high.
You couldn't date a hot girl if
Oh yeah.
you had all the money in the world, Jerome. Don't lie.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, I guess you would have to ask Grace that, but
Is this
Well,
not
you-
the
I don't agree with
cringiest
her.
fucking
Like,
thing you boys have ever
I don't
seen?
agree with her. I
You've
think you
watched a
could
lot
date
of my
hot
content
girl,
at this
but like,
point.
but I'm not really like your whole comment was like, "Oh, I'm too good for hot girls."
This poor
No, that's not what I
kid.
said.
What'd you say?
I said that there's like girls that like are hot, and then there's like girls that are like beautiful, and there are, I don't know, I'm not talking about like just good looking girls are not worth my time.
You're not talking.
I don't even know
It-
what that means.
Okay. Well, you're saying that like you don't really like the slut look, basically. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that's I
like-
think that's good. Like
the you're talking about the Grace look? Is that the look you're talking about? Because you guys remember, do I need to pull it up again? Maybe I do, because again, not everybody was there on the Saturday stream when we first reviewed this. And I would have to really scour for the timestamp because I didn't plan for this. But I think this was, so this was when we were first introduced
oh,
to
so you want to talk to
Jerome
him
B.
now?
I do.
Yeah. What? Oh, you do.
See, he's more
What do you- like, is
interested
it, like, you
here.
wanna, like,
He's more
bring a
jazzed
snack
up.
or, like, what
No,
do you-
I don't hate this guy. I just don't. I just think I think it's a you problem. I don't think it's a him problem.
Exactly, because she's drinking a wine and she's talking about how she wants
Okay,
to
so you're
fuck him.
saying that he. Okay, so wait. He,
Now, at one
wait,
point,
that
the
doesn't
mum
make any
I don't
taps
really
out.
find anybody.
Yeah. So
like, I
Grace,
don't really
because
find him
Grace is
disgusting.
Gator
I just
basically
I find
most
him
of the time,
disgusting.
and Gator's come in and she's had 12 donuts here. And look, she does look like she has a bit of donut eating. And what's this?
If you feel
She's
like
like,
me
get out
talking
of here,
to
mom.
Grace- Let me. Okay, Grace wants to come in. She can't take it.
Like, remember, Grace runs this family now. They grew her self-esteem to the point where she's the don of the family now. So kiss the ring, Courtney, because Grace is about to tell Jerome what's what.
When did you become such a Puritan?
I'm not a Puritan.
You think I'm disgusting for talking to this guy?
Yeah, I do think you
Yeah.
are disgusting for talking to that guy.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's gross.
So Ben's in the chat right now, and he's like, hell yeah, family, blood sports time. Fucking, let's go. Just like Morning Kumite, but it's my fucking son and daughter over the repressed diddling tux history.
Gross.
Why is it gross?
Well, why don't you tell me why I'm being a Puritan? How I'm being a Puritan about this?
Because this guy's
Like, what?
what is it? A
Jerome's
woman
gonna
can't
get
interact
black
with a
pill.
guy
Hold on,
on
pause,
the internet.
pause.
Oh yeah.
I know that my eyes
He's-
are off. Thank you for pointing that out.
John, we're Catholics.
Stop doing the fucking autistic eyebrows.
No, we're
And
Christians.
stop doxing him. His name's Jerome.
What?
Well, what is your claim? What is so wrong about what I did?
What the fuck,
Well,
man?
I just don't know why you're talking to this guy and then reacting to it as if it's interesting. Like,
It is interesting.
no, it's
We
not. You're
fuck
just
this whole
literally-
family, bro.
This will happen no matter what woman he talks to.
That's not true.
Yes, they're doing blood sports, internet blood
And
sports.
what are you talking
From the
about with him?
bedroom to
We
the
talked
fucking
about like
study.
Christianity. We talked about his whole androcentric thing.
But all he's saying is that
While
all he's
the
doing is
dad's
being,
fucking
like,
in the
gross,
living
kind of.
room watching this on his
That's
phone.
not all
just
he's
being
doing.
gross.
He's
Yeah, he is.
engaging me
It's
sincerely.
fucked, bro.
That's because you're a woman.
Oh, so he has no value on what I say. It's just
That's
because
what
really
Daddy
don't
was
think
saying
so.
before. He's
I
gonna
don't think he
fucking
has
Well,
start
aren't you
shooting
saying-
age.
Okay, so
This is actually
when he
Toxic
responds
Angel
to a point that I made,
20 years
like
ago.
without the creepy stuff, it's just because I'm a
Yeah,
woman.
I really think he's just trying to keep you on his channel for longer.
I don't think that's true. Then why does he disagree with me? Why wouldn't he just say like, "Yeah, I totally agree. Stay on."
Because retards like debating on the internet, you dumb bitch.
I think you think worse of him than makes any sense.
I don't really think that bad of him. I just think that you're gross for talking to him. And he's
Why?
gross. I don't really
God,
like,
Jerome's the man of the family.
Yes, he
why
says
is he
gross
gross?
things,
Why is he gross?
But you don't think a lot of people have his mentality, which is that women kind of run the world and men need to take it
I'm
back to
telling you,
women
when I was
and have things be
hyping
about
up
men
this
instead of
family
women.
to
Don't you think
everybody,
a lot of people
Patrick,
think that?
I kept on saying this is like Vickers and just nobody really.
You don't think a lot of young men
They
think
thought I
that?
was probably just trying to big up
Okay, well
this
that's what he
stream.
says. So is that so gross? He's just
No,
saying
that's not
It's
gross.
like
I just
it's like
think
the
that
AI
I think
God,
that men
that
are, like,
esoteric,
obsessed
that
with
the artist
women at
formerly
this
known as
point
esoteric
in, like,
PPs and
like,
warned us
as if
about
they're like
the
goddesses.
devil AI.
And
They've taken all our ALOG.
I'm sick of hearing that
now
kind
that
of stuff.
Kiwi Farm has died. Out of
So
the
are you-
ashes, they've created because this
So
was
is
2
he.
months ago, right?
So I guess he's
They
not
created a
Yeah.
new
Yeah, I agree with him.
Vickers
I
2.0
don't. He is disgusting
for
though,
us to cringe over.
Why?
because he's gross. He's talking to you with his shirt off, and he's not even
So what?
attractive.
So what? So a man can have his shirt off. So what?
He's talking to you like in a. You know what I mean? It's gross.
Yeah,
you
so
can see his shirt.
people
You
can
know
say
he's doing
gross
when he's talking to
things.
you. He's being gross. He does not have to
Yeah,
have his
people
shirt
can.
off. He's doing that because he thinks. I don't know. Obviously, you are.
He's Mogmaxing.
Like obsessed with him in some way. So
I'm not.
Yeah, we
you can say
noticed that
obsessed, you
straight
can
away.
Say that, but
How
I
dumb
think
bitch
that
name
he
spelled.
is kind of embodying sort of a reaction
Exactly.
to feminism.
It was
which is
like
to
his
say,
satanic.
you know what? Women should all be
As you
whores.
created this
Women should all
demonic
be
AI
whores.
that is going
That's
to
the response. Instead of women being boss
in the
bitches,
form
they're all going to be
of
whores.
this fucking
And I think
retarded
that's too
family.
far, but I think he has some good points.
It's the Akira monster.
I think he's gross. I think he says gross things, but I wouldn't just write him off as a human being. I
yeah,
think he's
but
funny.
if you saw him in real life, you would write him off as a human being.
Well, I don't know what that means.
It's just because you're on the internet and you can get views from it.
Yeah,
that's the only
I think
reason.
Bingo. See? Chad Jerome. He's
no,
fucking
it's not just 'cause
nailing
I can
it.
get views.
He knows it.
because I take his points seriously, but I think he's off.
Seriously?
On some stuff.
You take Hallmax
Okay, and what are you
seriously.
doing? You're going to like save him.
But you probably hold
I
a
can
lot of
say-
things that he holds, a lot of things that he believes in.
Okay.
Face. So after that, initially he was like, okay, but now he's just depressed. 4 hours to talk about how much of a whore his sister is. Jack, it keeps getting worse and worse, though. It keeps getting worse and worse. Is it this one? I think it's this one. No. Let's watch this one. Let's watch this one. Maybe it was the one we were just watching. Oh, maybe we've already gone over.
Okay,
it. I'm
so
sorry.
what?
So
I'm sorry.
Aren't you projecting a little bit? You're just calling yourself. I mean, I think
I'm
you
not
should-
Sorry, I've gone off
projecting. I
script.
think he's right about
Stream's getting derailed. Because the next stamp I actually want to
Guys,
show
okay,
you, chat,
you can say whatever.
is, as I said before, Grace is now big dog in this family. For me, Jerome is the true spiritual leader, but Grace, with her feminine 2022 energy, she's got the views, she's got the look, and now she is mogmaxing this whole fucking family. Dad's in the chat coping, mum's fucking drinking 20 glasses of wine a stream, and it starts spiraling now. Fast forward, this is only a week ago, chat. It started heating up. So as I said, I identified this family 2-3 weeks ago. Boys, the last week is fucking being insane. Let's just pick it up from here.
You want. I get it. I'm gaslighting my mom, right? Because she's a little flower who doesn't know how to think for herself, right?
See? Look, is that not the like ZXV, you can say that I'm smug, and I paused that like perfectly. So that was just fucking amazing. But is that not the face of a smug 20-year-old ethot in the making who just told her mum that she's being gaslighted? It's the Chad fucking Grace versus the virgin Courtney with no you. Like, she's mogmaxing them, chat. She spent too much time with fucking Hallmaxer.
I don't know. Why am I getting yelled at for what other people are saying? Like, because I've manipulated grown men. Like, I'm so good. I'm like so good at that like that's what I've done. And they can't see through it at all. Like, I'm pretty transparent in a certain way. And I'm admitting that I'm manipulative. So, like, I would just like kind of
Yes,
ask.
but in a certain way, don't you think if somebody admits they're manipulative in a manipulative way, it makes everybody feel more sympathetic for them, right? Like, okay, Grace, I get it. I'm manipulative.
Euros, do you like women? No.
I mean, I just don't really know.
I have to read the rest of that?
If I could get into everybody's heads and
You're
say,
the one who said something on my show.
Base
This
divorcee.
show. It's my show. It's the show that I run. It's my baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're the one who said 2 words that, you know, to be careful.
'Cause you're a
I take
woman.
the video down. I now have to do extra editing,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I saw
Hey,
you, okay, because
ZXV told
Enslaved by
everyone
Truth
about how you're
clipped
bisexual.
it, which is hilarious. He clipped both
I'll
times he said the
support that,
word.
man.
The first time I could see you saying,
Yeah,
like,
I'll fucking round
I'm
with
just
you
gonna go
anytime.
there. 'Cause he said
Brucey's gonna
something
come
like, I
play
had a
golf
black
with me one
friend,
day.
and
Better.
I just told him, hey, what's up, blank, right? Norwegian,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
We'll have
I
a
c- I
round
could
at
see you
the
getting away with that one.
2023
I could see you
International
saying,
ALOG
like,
Conference
I
in the
was
Gold
just drunk.
Coast.
I was just kidding around. Okay, but I saw the clip.
You fucking nailed it, Brucey. How have I not fucking picked this up? It's like it's almost the reversal. It's the reversal, the synchronicity that is fucking. Am I? Oh, this is a schizo post. Is she like an early female Ethan Ralph? Is she like a Gamergate OG era Ethan Ralph? Is she like just got out of jail looking sexy as fuck era Ethan Ralph? Are we seeing a Ralpha, mate? A Ralpha mistress? Is she a Ralpha mistress?
Of the second one. In the second one,
Because
you
she's the
said-
top of this sector.
you
That's
said,
the problem.
"Well, I just
She
thought it
goes
was
to the dinner table and tells the family she's the fucking top of the sector. While they eat their fucking dinner on paper
cool to
plates.
say, you know, Norwegian. And you said it again, and you didn't have
Exactly.
to say it again.
Bros.
I saw you. I don't know what exactly you were doing.
everything
but you
is
didn't have
Ethan
to say
Ralph.
it again.
What are
and
you talking about?
It's not really that it's racism. It's just that it's. I don't know what are you doing there. If you're saying like you said it once, you saw the chat was like whoa, but we were like willing to let it go. I don't
True,
even think I would have had to
true.
take the video down.
She'd
But
get
then
the
you said it
fucking-
again.
She wouldn't get the needed justice.
Okay.
Why? I saw it. I saw it. It wasn't just like innocent drunkenness. It was like you wanted to say it. Why did you want to say it?
100%
you wanted to be
unironically
edgy or
correct.
something, and you also
I would
you,
have
d-
beauty
like, you
bombed
don't
this shit
care
by
that I
now
have
if it
now
wasn't for
extra
that
work
mensch.
and that like you sort of tanked the channel for a day. I don't know. You explain it. I don't know how that makes any sense. Why would you do it? Why would you do it twice?
Now I've been schmuckling and laughing too hard. Did you hear what the allegations are?
You don't care that I have now extra work and that like you wanted to say it. Why did you want to say it? I think you wanted to be edgy or something, and you also
What did she say? That was so edgy.
I saw you. I don't know what exactly you were doing, but you didn't have to say it again. And
What did she say?
I could see you getting away with that one. I could see you saying like, "I was just drunk. I was just kidding around." Okay, but I saw the clip of his.
Was she
I
just
see you-
drunk
I
and
could
saying?
see you saying like, "I'm just gonna go there," because you said something like, "I had a black friend, and I just told him, hey, what's up, blank, right? Norwegian."
What's up, my? What interchangeable term did she use for blank?
Saying like, "I'm just gonna go there," because you said something like, "I had a black friend, and I just told him, hey, what's up, blank, right? Norwegian, right?"
Wait. Does race call African American Norwegians?
Shut up! 50 years ago, you had you upside down with a fucking fork up your ass! You can talk, you brave now, motherfucker! Roll his ass out, he's a nigger! He's a nigger! He's a nigger!
Oh my god.
A nigger, Luke is a nigger! Ooh. All right, you see? It shocks you to see what
He's a Norwegian!
stupid motherfucker.
Did fucking Courtney N-bomb a stream?
And I could see you getting away with that one. I could see you saying like,
Courtney
"I was just
N-bomb?
drunk. I was just kidding around." Okay,
Did she
but
end
I saw
Tower?
the clip of the second
Not
one. In
one,
the second one, you
but
said
2 streams?
you said, "Well, I just thought it would be cool to say, you know, Norwegian," And you said it again, and you didn't have
It's
to say
never
it
cool
again.
to talk about Norwegians.
I saw you. I don't know what exactly you were doing, but you didn't have to say it again. And it's not
13%
really that it's
of
racism.
Norwegians
It's
commit
just that
50% of pedophilia.
I don't know. What are you doing there? If you're saying, like, you said it once, you saw the chat was like, whoa, but we were like willing to let it go. I didn't think I would have to take the video down, but then you said it again.
Okay.
No, they're
Why? I
Norwegians
saw it. I
now.
saw it. It wasn't just like
They're
innocent
Norwegians.
drunkenness. It was like you wanted to say it. Why did you want to say it?
They're Norwegian words.
I think you wanted to be edgy or something, and you also you don't care that I have now extra work and that you sort of tanked the channel for a day.
So that's Grace's main objection with Courtney without a U. It's not the fact that she just casually drops horrible, disgusting words. And as an anti-racist myself, I want to flag down the channel already, but I won't. No, it's because she has to do a little bit more editing because it's going to impact her channel. She's now a Ralpha mistress. She's now, what was one of the other ones? A Ralpha man. She's the best in the sector. And they can't impact their 513 view, 300 sub channels gross. But chat, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. They didn't just try and do clickbaity to let you know that there's drama. She's going to call out mum for sabotaging stream while fucking cuck watches in the comments. It's going to get dark, chat. It's going to get real dark.
Hello?
Are you asking me? You said
Yeah.
anybody else.
No, I'm saying like, I guess I'm saying like, do you get this?
Grace
do you
has just
understand what I'm
broken
saying?
it
Like,
down
that,
over
like
2
a lot of
hours
people,
now.
like I think a lot of Christians would say,
She's
like, yeah, I'm
fucking
hearing
done.
this, and like, of course
She's
that's not me.
done.
That is a terrible, terrible thing. But that's not me.
2022, bro.
I don't know what anybody
Why
else
your brother
thinks.
calls you whore in your
What do you want
family's
me to say?
Discord.
I guess I don't know. I just find it as I always whenever I read
Frogs.
or hear anything like this, I'm always
I was-
like asking
there was a
myself, like,
reason why I was
always look at
hyping
it and
up
say like,
this
yeah,
stream.
that's
It's
me. Like,
fucking
yes,
nuts.
that's me. But I always get the sense that like most other Christians are saying,
I know,
like,
right?
no way, that is not me. And I'm just wondering, do you
Generation
feel like
X
that's
was a
probably
mistake,
what most people do?
bros. Like, everybody shits on fucking millennials and says, millennial this, millennial that. No. Gen X are like, they're like boomers who thought they were like breaking the system. And they were even worse in many regards. I fucking hate Gen X.
I don't know. I would guess people would be in denial about being envious because it's an embarrassing
Morsky? Haven't
Well, do you
heard of
think
it.
most people
vice to have.
Well, I mean, do you think most people are envious, like have that like sin, or do you think it's like no, like just a few people?
Well, he said most marriages end because of envy.
Episode
Because
number 1.
one person
Big
is,
man episode.
saddened by the happiness of the other person, right?
Right. So it's very
And
common.
nothing would
Yes.
more.
Well put.
I mean, nothing makes somebody angrier than
They
somebody
just
being
like,
angry at them being happy. There's nothing that is
I've got
makes
my
you want to
fucking
kill somebody more than that.
benzos.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't need to like engage
If
in
somebody
this world
like I
properly
had a
anymore.
friend, you know who I'm talking about, in elementary school who was envious of me for having blonde hair or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she sort
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
I mean, she didn't really do much, but she
Yeah, of
actively,
course you are.
you know,
Like,
tried to turn girls
that's why you're
against me
such an
just because
angry
she was
fucking Anglo man.
envious that I had blonde hair and she
Which,
didn't.
by the way, you better do that. I heard you're doing a drinking stream with Dead Man. That sounds hecking based, and I'll be there.
And that I was smart. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying she was. She
Yeah.
admitted it. She was envious.
Right.
And
They're getting
hearing
there.
about
Gen
that
X is
and
kind of
realizing
at this
that,
point
you
like
know,
45
sometimes
to
girls were kind of mean
55.
to me, and I didn't
So
understand
yeah,
why. It does make you kind of want to
Probably-
like punch her in the face
Oh,
really,
yeah,
really hard.
yeah, like 40 to 55,
You were mad at
maybe?
me
I
for
don't know.
something that I didn't do to you. Like
The
you're
idiots!
mad at me for having a gift from God. Like you are the worst. That just nothing makes
Too
you
bad,
want to
bro.
hurt somebody more than that.
Rand would never have doxers on his
I
stream.
guess
never
just
have
like for
face
me, like I
doxers.
can't think of anybody who I think envied me. So I've never really, I can't think of any time I was on the receiving end of it.
So sorry, we've been schmuckling over this, bros. So Courtney drops the revelation, this crazy drunken revelation.
You are the worst. That just nothing makes you want to hurt somebody more than that.
Hmm.
Do you know what makes her the worst? Because Courtney Dare said that she envies Grace for her beauty. Because Courtney was never beautiful like Grace is, with her ogre hands and Karen aesthetic and tiny shoulders. And so Grace, as now the Ralpha ma'am of the family, has said, you know what? For you complimenting me, Mum, and saying that I have a lot of natural gifts that you would never bestow, I fucking hate you. And you're the worst. You're a piece of shit, Mum. And I'm going to tell all the people in the chat, aka Dad, what he
I
beats
guess
off.
just like for me, like I can't think of anybody who I think envied me. So I've never really, I can't think of any time I was on the receiving end of it. But I know that maybe you were sleeping, Ben, but like I've already admitted that I am envious of Grace, and I've already said why I am, and I know that.
And look, Ben is effectively playing the role of ZXV in the chat right now. He seems like they've been fucking fighting. He seems they've been breaking each other down, making heinous accusations of each other. And he's like, you're obfuscating. And why is he calling her a Sorpotokos? Sorpotokos? So again, they do like a Thorpocalypse, but she's the so I should know this then. So it's like a but it's Latin. But Latin's Greek anyway. Theotoko. Okay. So she's the Mary Mother thing, and you're
and wrong to
A-logging her
be-
from the chat and trying to break it
to
down. Well,
feel that
well
way,
done.
and
Well done.
I guess I should pray more and ask God to deliver me from this horrible
Most of my
thing that I
Greek
do.
is
but,
for
like,
food
I haven't
and
like
swear
okay,
words.
I haven't
Go
prayed.
figure,
I
Brucey.
used to pray. I haven't prayed, and I haven't done much else about it. So yeah, like I
You
suck.
Malaka. I'll kick you in your
That's it.
Afgizia.
Yeah, that's it. I shouldn't. I shouldn't do that to you. I shouldn't. I shouldn't feel that way. It's awful. I shouldn't do that.
Well, so you're just saying like I do something that's wrong to you, and I'm not going to stop.
Yeah, that's
do
how you
want
should
to
take
stop.
her apologies.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I can just-
You're envious of me for what? For being younger than you, and you think that's okay? You think it's okay to sabotage my life?
So now she's sabotaging her life.
No, I don't think it's okay.
You envy me for being pretty. You're upset that I have been given gifts from God.
She's a gift
And
from
that
God,
you are older
chat.
now. You're an older woman. You're angry at me. You want to hurt me because of that.
Yeah, I mean it's not everything, but like there's that is in there. Yes.
Well, that's horrendous. That makes me want to rope you.
You can't kick the.
Yeah, I know.
I told you, boys, it gets worse and worse.
That's horrendous. That makes me want to rope you.
Boys, press 1. Press 1 in the chat if you've ever threatened to rope your mother on a live stream. Or press 2 if you're a normal human being. That should be trusted, of course.
Yeah, I know.
Because I can't believe
Yeah, I know I
you're
should
my
be
mother,
roped.
but you're somebody I know, and you want to hurt me because
Oh,
I
it's
was
just
given gifts
there's
by
ones
God
and
that you're
twos
envious
everywhere.
of.
Okay, fair enough. Few Freud
Yeah.
victims in the chat.
Does it make you happy when I suffer?
Cut my life into pieces.
No, but like
This is the
no.
Grace
Does it
retort.
make you upset when I'm happy?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm always very happy. I think when you're happy, like
Yeah,
it makes
like
me
everybody
happy.
fights with your
But
mum.
that is what
Don't
somebody
say
who
you're
is
gonna
envious would
rope
do.
them. Like what the
Well,
heck?
I think there's some kind of
Take
envy
that
there.
back, Grace.
So
Take
many
the rope
bros
comment
went in
back.
hard
No,
with the
I'm not
ones
taking it
early.
back. You understand what I'm saying. I have that impulse.
I don't believe
Yeah,
you.
I understand that.
Have you ever been on the receiving end of envy of somebody saying that they want you to feel pain because of something that you're not responsible for? That they
No,
envy that God has given you?
no,
I'm
I
not
don't think
saying
I
I'm
have.
literally going to do anything. I'm just saying
I
you
know.
understand that anger
Yes,
that would provoke.
I can understand it. I've just never experienced it, but I can kind of understand it. I can understand how unfair it is.
No,
Like,
it does make you happy when I experience pain. It makes you happy when people ask me
Well, not
like,
quite there yet,
inappropriate
but
questions
close.
in the chat.
It's my therapy session, said XP.
Because you say,
Human
good,
being.
that's what she deserves. That's what she deserves for being pretty.
So Tad is welcome. You are a touch late. I'm going to try and break this down to you in the most succinct way possible. This is Faith Vickers on steroids. This is Faith Vickers with nitrous oxide injected into her ego. This woman makes Faith Vickers look like Mariah Carey. An angel worth covering on my YouTube channel. Darling.
She wants to go be a slut. She thinks she's prettier than me. Well, I hope she
We
gets
know you
people
bash
asking
all
her
your
inappropriate
family, bro.
questions.
I don't know.
Come
Like,
on,
when
you're
I
an
see them
Anglo
saying that,
drunk.
like, I'm not
Of course
happy. I
you
don't
do.
like it when people say that to you, but you can say
I've
that
seen
that's what
Prince
I think.
Charles.
You do
hands.
like
I
it
know how
because
they
you've
got that
asked
way.
me the same questions. You've tried to humiliate me.
Answer the
Yeah, and
damn
I'm sorry,
question.
and I won't do that again.
Well, I'm just saying, you do that. You let people. You're the type of mother who tries to humiliate her daughter.
I hate that in
because she's envious
2022.
of her daughter and she wants
People
to
don't
take her down
realize
a notch.
like what's going on, bro.
So you like it when
like, oh my god, I was gonna holler. I can't holler anymore. It's too late now. But like, there's two reasons for this. One, for clicks, or two, for retardation. And they're not mutually exclusive.
people do that.
Okay, so yeah, maybe I lie to myself and say, like, I don't like it. Maybe I do like it. Okay, I lie to myself a lot, and I do like it.
So you don't know what's true?
I think there's a mixture.
She's breaking her.
And in the mixture, like, I
They're
think I tend to,
psychologically
like,
breaking her gator.
give myself like a pat on the back instead of kind of like looking at the other side of it too.
Wait till you have kids, Grace. You don't like it. I don't like what? I don't understand what that means. I won't like it having kids?
Yeah, Phil Gonzalez.
I don't know. I think I mean, obviously he's just saying like it's more he's saying like as a daughter who's never had kids, you probably wouldn't really understand like what it's like to be on the other side. And I think that's just what most people like say about that kind of stuff. Like you just don't understand what it's like on the other side. But I don't think that you need to understand what it's like on the other side to.
You said
to
your
say what
mom
you're saying.
doesn't like it. Doesn't like having kids, or doesn't like what I'm doing, or what? I'm not sure what you mean. I don't believe that Grace doesn't envy Courtney.
She's
Hello?
got no words to that.
Your microphone, you don't have any. Did you unclip it or something?
Might have been the massive hands.
I changed the batteries. All right, well, maybe, I don't know. That Grace doesn't envy Courtney? Why would I envy Courtney? I don't. What would I envy about her? Yeah, I can hear you
Fucking hell.
Okay. I think it's low.
Her hands, maybe?
Okay. Well, I'm glad we got this out there. I still think that,
I'd like to say I'm glad you got this out here because, again, you've added another chapter to the story, to the script tonight that I wrote. But I actually don't. This is sad. This is just sad.
I think that you put me in a tough psychological position because
Completely out
I
of
think
control.
you do the bourgeois thing when we sort of bring this to the
Ben
camera,
wanted to
and you make
boost her
me feel like
ego,
the
give
asshole
her
for bringing it up.
confidence, Gowdy. And
And
look
if
at
you
the
want to do
monster
that, then
he's
fine.
created.
But I won't do this with you very much anymore. And if you're
Look
not
what
going to
he's
be real on
created in the
stream,
space of 2
then
months. 2
I thought I
months.
was real. Like I thought I was
Yeah,
like as
that was weird
yeah,
as
you
well.
were, but you made sure to make it as psychologically painful for me as possible and make me feel like as much of an asshole as possible.
Yes. Yes, I did.
All right,
No
I
comment?
appreciate you saying that.
And I'm
You
sorry.
didn't roll with it and kind
I'm
of say
sorry.
like, okay, we're equal, we're adults here. Okay, you turned it
That's
into
the
that
comment.
I'm your mom and that you're the victim of me,
hmm
and made me feel like a jerk.
Yes.
Okay.
I did that. I'm sorry.
Courtney, real as fuck.
Yeah.
Your mic went out again. I'm sorry.
And so this is the problem that Courtney's got herself into a hole. Everybody here now, they're ALOGing her because they love the big dog. She's the schizo surfer ranting about nanobots in his yogurt. Which, by the way, boys, I even told you this in the stream. I fucking throw out jokes sometimes as little like shit posts. Why does everybody keep messaging me over the last week and coming to me and go, bro, is Surfer really on crack? Is he all right? Like, guys, why are people using me as their source of truth? Why do people believe Chauncey Fatsack is a pedophile? Because I said, what is going on? What are you guys doing? But look, now they're
Maybe this
ALOGing
is a good time
Courtney
to wrap up. Okay.
with look, and they broke her. Look, the glasses of wine. This is this family's tomatoes chat. They've even got their own version of tomato. They now spam wine glasses at Courtney, and they psychologically broke her.
Out again. I'm sorry. Maybe this is a good time to wrap up. Okay.
You should have wrapped
I'm
it
gonna
up
go watch the
as soon as you hit start.
Andrew
And look
Rachel.
at that. Look at that. A good stream. Gotta keep it real or it gets farty. Your wife is in tears.
OnlyFans debate.
Your wife was just humiliated. Your
And I
your
can only
daughter said
imagine
she
what I'm
wanted
going
to
to find over
kill
there.
her.
And thank you guys.
good
Thank you guys all so much
stream.
for watching. I really appreciate it. Sort of a tough stream to get through. I understand.
She jannied
I
her mum.
understand, everybody. Everybody has a tough time.
Worse
I
than
think it was
Andy.
really good. I think it was really good. I think a lot of daughters go through this with their mothers. I think it is respectful to ask serious questions and push instead of letting your mother get away with her little games. TBH, Grace is kind of a jerk.
Blown out. Cope
Well,
and seethe.
Fine, I'm a bit of a jerk.
Cope and seethe.
So enjoy your night, guys. Enjoy your lovely Tuesday,
Her voice has even gone down at octave. That's how much of a Ralph ma'am she's become.
the night of Tuesday, November 1st. We love you all very much. Hashtag, let's do something beautiful for God. I think we did something very beautiful for God today.
Oh,
very difficult.
God. I gotta holler. I gotta
For
fucking
me,
holler.
but nobody cares about me anymore, right? All my simps have become cool simps. Fine. I love you all very much. Good night.
I've heard it said before, but there is nothing more blasphemous than a fucking American Catholic. Oh my God, that was disgusting. That was disgusting, bros. That was disgusting. And it brings us to our final clip. Boys, that was 8 days ago. And we're at the end of the stream. We're not quite at the end, but we're close, actually. Let's recap on what we've seen in the family. The father is willing to make them all IBS each other for clicks. The daughter, after getting a few nice little comments for some online weirdos who can't get sex, now thinks that she's the best in the sector from the top on down. She's gone full Amaranth. She's like, she's going to be faking some fight with her husband next for clicks soon. The two autistic boys who look like each other, they're the men of the family. They're the ones telling them, hey, you're acting like whores and weirdos. Can you guys stop it? This is going to be on the internet forever, and then maybe some little retard down in Australia might fire up a stream and laugh at you and make some really abhorrent comments about the state of your family. Do you ever think about that? Ben, aka Abel? Because I'm about ready to put a fucking rock in your head, cunt. Because what you've done to everybody in this family is abhorrent. But what you've done for your wife who supports the family, who goes out and gets you coffee, or you're drunk and belching into a microphone and rambling incoherently, this is what you've done to Courtney. Chat, I put this stream 48 hours ago just to see if Cool Tactic would stay up for 48 hours straight waiting for it, and he did, and it's really sad, boys. That's why he's been so cranky. 48 hours straight, awake. This dropped 15 hours ago. This is the beautiful thing about these little internet deep dives we've been doing. The story writes itself, and it continues to write new chapters. But alas, we don't end on a happy note, chat. We end on one of the saddest streams I've ever seen. And I only watched the first few minutes and I knew straight away that my intent to make this stream was 100% fucking bang on. Because I'd seen it before in the Vickers family. So chat, we're going to finish off with this. I might go on mute now because it is getting late here. But I want you to make sure you stick around. Because I need to ask you guys a very important question on what we do next. I want to play this intro though. Because this is cut by Grace herself, the best editor in the sector, from the top on down. So look how fun and happy and entertaining this intro is to the saddest clip you'll see on the internet. Chat soon, darlings.
So Grace is like kind of like, she's smart. She's like this kind of the spoiled brat, kind of the alpha female. The dad, he's like a total pervert. The mom's, like I said, she's a drunk and a stoner.
No one cares about your dumb channel. You spend 3 hours a day on my channel. That's not a contradiction. Okay, you admit it. Knock off palm seller.
You're wearing that sexy dress.
Not my problem with winding up that I have breasts.
This family, man, I don't necessarily think they're feds. They could be feds.
I think you're being kind of a fucking bitch here.
You are delusional. You are fucking delusional.
First thing I want to do is check to see if my microphone's working. Can somebody text me or like chat that it is or is not? I know it's kind of a lame start, but I have no idea. Anyone? Is it working? Is this working? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Caduceus. Caduceus, appreciate it. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is the Ben Thorp, aka Abel channel, and I'm Courtney, his wife, whatever. We don't know. So a lot of things happened last time I was on the stream. Thanks, Enslaved. Really appreciate it. One of the things that happened was low audio. Let's see. Let's try that. Thanks, Permatus. I'm gonna try to take down like the. This is stupid to say, but take down the content a little bit, meaning that like I think like a lot of times I drink a lot because I get nervous like just coming on here, and then the you know, you're nervous and you start drinking and drinking and drinking, and like it turned like, and so I'm just like not. I'm looking at the wine glass right now, like eyeballing it and thinking like, how can I get to that box over there? Like, but I'm like saying, no, I am not going to do that tonight, because last time I was on the stream, it was kind of a shit show. Like things, like a lot of stuff was brought up that was tough, and that I don't think that I might have, yeah, an alcoholic. I don't think that I would have done much better without the alcohol. And maybe I did better with the alcohol, but like I remember like, well, when I got out of there, like first of all, like I had drank too much, and so like I rage quit, which I've done before. Like I think you guys know the story of me kind of walking out on my family and saying like, I don't love you anymore. But that was kind of a rage quit before before like I knew what that term was. So, but like, yeah, legitimate rage quit on Friday. Actually, my wrist still hurts just a little bit. Not that that's a big deal, but like I really slammed this desk. So, but I was out of control. Like I drank too much, and it wasn't like super drunk, but like anyway, it was embarrassing to my family. I think it embarrassed, just everybody in my family to see me like that. So I'm gonna like try to stay away from the alcohol tonight, and hopefully in the future, like the problem is that like once I get going, like if I have one glass, I'll be like, I'll just have one glass, and then like it's hard for me to like kind of stop when I have like, if I break that, like if I break it, I'll be like, oh, I'll just have another one, and I'll just have another one. but I like. It's kind of funny. This segues with what I wanted to talk about next, which was like being an alcoholic, or like at least presenting my risky. I'm definitely going to talk about spaghetti someday for you. Yeah, okay, it's embarrassing. Yeah, the whole scene. The intervention. It wasn't an intervention, it was... I guess there's a lot to explain here. I mean, it's like, what am I doing on this channel? Like, what are they doing? I think, maybe I'm wrong, but like, I come out here like every day, or not every day, but whenever I do, like, part of me says like, you're just, this is a loss. This is not going to be a win. Like, there's no way you can win here. And by win, I mean like, kind of do what I'm trying to do here, which is kind of like try a different way to heal my family. So, but every time I come on, it does seem like maybe it's a big L, I think, in a lot of ways. But like every time the intention is no, like you're gonna make it. So yeah, you missed it, enslaved. So anyway, that's the point. Like we've tried everything, and you got to keep trying. And it's not all about like me saving my, myself or my family or anything like that, but that is part of it. Yeah, we have no pride, John. I don't think that's true. I think we have a lot of pride, but like the good kind of pride. And like yeah, so anyway, Ben did a stream this afternoon, and he asked actually Phil, who came on his show, who, I didn't see all of it, and but basically Ben was saying like, hey, can you I'm sorry, blood anything I'll do, if I thought that would work. I've thought of things like that, like I don't know, like maybe if I just, yeah, sometimes it seems like a physical thing, like just not a big L, but it can be if you become a homeless artist like John wants to be. I think that John does not want to be a homeless artist, and I don't think he ever would be. But he, like, I think he romanticizes it. If talking about spaghetti would save your family, would you do it? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. That's actually something I could do. So, yeah. It was a sorry, Steph 40. I'm like, bye. Okay. Okay, I know I'm a little bit earnest and serious, like and intense right now. You might want to hang in there. I'm not that crazy. Yeah, I can see how it's freaky. I'm like, no, really, blooding. That sounds good. I'll do that. Thank you. I'm not gonna do it. You don't have to be such a puss about it. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I was talking about that's true, but like those are larger issues at hand. So I wonder if that banner is supposed to be there. I care about your thoughts. I do, but like I don't think it's supposed to be there. All right, back to the comments. So yeah, I was talking about what I'm doing this for and everything, and I can't remember. It was like I was going to go to this Discord conversation, which I think is funny and like really painful, but like, okay, so after I rage quit, it was really bad, and I kind of felt like for the 100th millionth time that I had really done something that like I wasn't going to be able to recover from. So, woke up the next day and Ben got a Discord chat going with a couple people who have been on our Discord, and I don't want to name their names, but they were men, and they're really nice guys, right? Yeah. Yeah. They're really nice guys, but they were there to like help out. Like they saw what happened and they were like, they've been nice. Like they've been involved with the family issues. And so they were like trying to give their 2 cents. And it started off with all 3 of the guys being like really sympathetic to me and kind of like, like, well, what could be the first step? What are some steps that you can do to kind of fix this situation? One of the guys was kind of, he was trying. I mean, he's not a psychologist, but he was like trying to, do what a psychologist would do. And, I don't believe in like these steps that I can take. I do and I don't, but it was like, and then like, another guy was like, well, maybe this will help and maybe that will help. And as this went on, like, I kind of wanted to die more and more because I knew what they were well-meaning, but I felt like their sympathy and their trying was misplaced. And so then Ben started talking to them and he kind of told them, like, he was just like, she's manipulative, she's a liar, like, and this is all true, which puts, I think, my audience right now in a difficult position. It's kind of it's like I psyops myself and I psyops you because I am manipulative. So then you have to try to say like, well, is she manipulating me? Everything she does, like, can I believe her? So if I say that, like, it's weird. Thank you for interrupting me, everybody. Women don't like problem solvers. They enjoy being bitchy, no offense. Kevin B, I do not take offense. I think women are crazy, and I am one of them, so. Well, that was one of the things, like, so what happened was after the rage quit, usually, I left without my phone, and usually I wouldn't do that. And when I realized it, I just said, like, forget it. I was so angry. I was so goddamn angry. I was just like, and normally I would never do that, but I was like, it was incredible, the rage I was feeling. So when I got home, like, I was like, okay, like, I found, like, through my daughter Maggie, I found out that they knew I was home, and I was still, like, enraged, and I was like, I'm not going to reach out to them. I'm not going to call her. And the next morning I woke up and I was like, I'm not, fuck this, I'm not. So, so I was saying that, like, oh God, what was I saying? Something about, like, anger, I don't know. I can't remember why I was telling you that I did that. Bitchy, yes. Because, not only bitchy, Kevin, I'll do you one more. Like, I'll say, like, evil. Like, I really did that to Grace to really hurt her. Like, I didn't contact her because I really wanted to, like, hurt her. And I did apologize the next day, but, like, after, like, a long time of doing that to people, like, it doesn't really mean much, but I mean, I did apologize. So, but it was like, it's a lot more than bitchy what women can do. And I did it the other night. Like, I really did let my rage, like, overcome me, and I was like, even the smallest things I do, like, as like a mother, like, who's not, like, completely just, like, being completely rotten all the time. It's just, like, to communicate with people, or at least be available for that, and this time I didn't, so it was pretty bad.
I've officially.
So anyway, Discord call. This is leading up to me just kind of saying, like, anybody want to help me? But here's what you're dealing with. So, okay. Jet, thank you, Jet, for just being around and making thoughtful comments and kind of seeing both sides of things. I really appreciate it. Honest question: are you so manipulative that you manipulate yourself? At which point, how far does that infinite regress go? Infinitely? Do you know if you're ever being genuine, even to yourself? Okay, so that's like, like, that's the crazy question, right? Like, are you crazy? Am I crazy? This has been asked. I think that, like, this is a problem. Like, that kind of a question, I guess, kind of said, like, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is anymore. Like, I don't. That's. But then you say, like, if I say I don't know, then I'm not like I'm not a human being. Like, but it is. There is like some kind of thing going on where like that question kind of catches me, and I say, like, I do ask myself that a lot. Like, what am I really like? I don't know. But I don't want to take. And I'm not going to play the. Thank you, Kevin. I'm not going to play the crazy card. I'm not crazy. Kevin says manipulative equals passive aggressive. Am I passive aggressive? I don't think those two things equal each other. Although I think you could be passive aggressive. You know, I think they could go with each other, but I don't think that necessarily means that I'm passive aggressive. I guess I can see your point, but I see passive aggressive as manipulation, but manipulation maybe not always as passive aggression. But you can clarify that for me. But I can see why you would say that. So here's the thing about the Discord call. So Ben got on. He basically told him like things that I've done, things that I've said, ways that I've acted, and I'm not going to say they're not true. So at the end, not at the end of the call, but like kind of within the call, like they started saying like, man, you got to get away from her. You end it. It's done. It's over. Like, you've got to walk away. This is no good. All of them were just like, and like, these are really nice guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie, these are nice guys. They've been there kind of from the beginning. They've always been very decent to us. And so, you know, I'm sitting on this call and I'm just like, they're saying that, and I'm saying in my head, like, and I got pretty quiet and, you know, of course was ashamed of myself and humiliated, but like, that's not their fault. Like, that's what they thought. And I'm glad they said it, but like, I'm saying in my head, like, you know, they're saying this to Ben, but like, and everybody says Ben is a really bad guy, but like, they're rougher than he is because like, he doesn't really like believe in that, like, kind of just being like, yeah, like, just, okay, cut off. Like, he can't really do it because he's a more generous guy. So anyway, it was kind of, I'd like to say funny to try to stay on the lighter side of things, like having a bunch of guys in front of you being like, get the fuck away from this psycho woman who's just like rotten to the core. So like, it was humiliating, but like, I guess like I would say like, that's maybe why I'm like up here like doing this every time, because I kind of want to get rid of that pride so that like when people say that, like, and they like that, I can really hear it. And like I think that like you could say like being humiliated is like a bad thing, but like, and maybe I'm trying to make this like, I'm such a great person for wanting to be humiliated, but like, I think at least part of me like wants that, because I want to get to like where I can like just kind of stop with the bullshit. So anyway, yeah, that was the Discord call. So I mean, as it's like, you know, as far as that comment, Jet's comment, like,
introducing
honest question: are you so manipulative that you manipulate yourself? At which point, how far does the infinite regress go? Infinitely? Do you know if you're ever being genuine even to yourself? Like, so, okay. So you, it is like a psyop on myself, but like, I'm just going to say again, like, not crazy.
It's the
not
that makes the taste in a
I'm not crazy, but like, there is a problem. There is a little bit of a, it's not an infinite regress because I try to catch myself, but there's a problem there. So here's my question to any woman or man who knows a woman out there who may want to reach out to me at some point. this is like kind of what I'm struggling with right now. John, BDSM stuff. Yeah. And like there's not a lot of comments because it's like this is what these guys were saying in that call. I think that they listened to me and I was talking like this and saying this stuff, and eventually I think they were just like, dude, here we go. Hermatus has always been a pretty nice guy. Just make more content. Just make more content like you guys. Rage quitting, saying weird things, then you will have more reviews like the Crucible in a few months. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if this is like okay. All right. One of my deepest fears is like. Anyway, so here's my question to anybody who has, like maybe knows a woman who might want to reach out to me, because I think Ben is doing his part, like reaching out to people on the internet and trying to like salvage this family, because I think Fido's here. Hey, Kevin, yeah, I can answer that. Was there, and hey, nice to see you, Kevin. I appreciate you just chatting. Was there a meltdown on a stream? I'd like to watch it before giving an opinion. Yes, there have been many meltdowns. Friday being the last one. Grace is my daughter. She was asking me questions that I've tried to answer before, and I've never really like come through a conversation like that in any kind of good way. And, that's not to say that the conversation is the problem. It's to say that you should watch Friday's stream. I think it was Monday. Actually, I'm sorry. It was Monday's stream. It was Monday's stream, and that may give you an indication. But that conversation at the end between she and I. Okay, stop it. Right up, stop. It was pretty like indicative of the main problem in the family and the way things go. So watch that. All the fame and fortune from this channel will save your family. Does anybody really think that's true? I don't think that's true. It won't hurt, but I just can't see how that's going to happen. If I could get like leads and people to do everything that I'm supposed to be doing that I'm not doing, it's still not going to really change. Like I could have all the time in the world and everything. Like, I don't know. That's if it could buy me a good priest, yeah, maybe. All right, so yeah, so thank you for all of the comments, and I will try to respond to them. I think they're really great, and it's helping me along here. So all right, so here's the question for men. You're welcome to chime in, and women. And here's one of my questions. Like, I wrote it down because it's like a series of like kind of steps. So, my relationship with Ben is broken because of lack of trust on my part. The kids' relationship with
Ben, you done fucked with the wrong ALOGs. Good night, chat.
It's seriously easy to set up right out of the box.
Fall in.
Welcome. I don't know who you are. There's probably some way I can find out who you are, but